Could I have a word with you a few minutes? Yeah, sit down. It's comfortable. Yeah.
3 blocks from nothing.
Sit down. It's comfortable.
3 blocks from nothing.
Sit down. It's comfortable. Yeah.
3
What do you mean?
blocks from nothing. Nothing.
It's comfortable. Yeah.
Nothing.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
3 blocks from nothing.
Yo, it's a special episode of 3 Blocks from Nothing, man. This is D Will checking in via Zoom. I got my brother Jay all the way on the motherfucking West Coast of LA.
All
man.
the way.
What's
poppin', brothers? Always good to see you. Always good to connect. Out here holding down the West Coast. It's your boy Jay, aka Chapter, the MC, Billy J. Valentine, Jay Thriller. All the superlatives. I miss them. I love them.
Coach Jay got it on the shirt.
Coach Jay, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is getting old, and we're mentors, right? We guiding our children. But we was coaching back in the day too, man. We was coaching cats on the court. You didn't understand about that 2-3 defense. You know what I'm saying?
we won a lot of games off that shit.
Man, we should have had some money out there. We'd be rich.
Exactly. So this episode is special, man, because me and Jay is pretty much gonna chop it up with you listeners and viewers about we talked about it in season 1 that we was part of a rap group called Faction, and we kind of got together late 90s, kind of sparked in high school, early years of college, and we pretty much want to touch on an album that we did back that was finished in 2004. We started in 2003 in a studio that we built in my cousin basement, Howie, who's on the album. He goes by Triple.
No doubt.
So me and Jay is gonna elaborate on this album, drop a few gems that we had throughout the years, and kind of give a good synopsis of what the album was about. And at the end, we're gonna let y'all have the album. We're gonna let y'all hear it in its whole entirety. So let's kick it off, man. So obviously they knew we was a rap group, right?
Right. And like even before that, man, like we go way back.
Yeah.
Right. Like me and you did, like we go back, son. Like, high school, football, band, all that shit.
All that shit. Right.
Fucking college, right? Like, and this rap shit was
that motherfucker too. Yeah.
Right. Shit, I still owe Columbia money, motherfucker. But this rap shit was unique, and I think that it created a different level to our brotherhood that we weren't expecting to have, because we had all this other shit in common, right? Was growing up in the same neighborhood,
right?
Went to the same schools, both had a passion for sports. I think we played all the same fucking sports, man. Fucking baseball, football, all that shit.
Right.
And what was dope about this was it was a journey that we kind of took from our childhood, right, into adulthood. And I look at Kick a Verse as like our Mona Lisa, because I think that no matter what happened after that, and there were some things that we worked on after that, it was the one where like you had that sense of closure. Like we finally achieved something, right? After all these steps that it took to get to that. And it started all the way back when we was in high school, like fucking just, you on the drums and us in your basement just freestyling.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, man, I
used to play the drums, man.
Yes, sir. Like you was wicked on them drums, man. You do that fucking 808 kick and shit, man. You know, I'd be in French class writing rhymes, and not writing rhymes, but like writing words that rhymed with each other.
Right.
Like my whole thing was just figuring out how many words I can get into 16 bars. Right. My punchlines had already delivered, and I just needed to put the words in that made them fit together, and then I would bring that shit to your crib, and like we would just spit that shit. And I think that, you know, Joe got in on it, and it was like, wow, like, you know, the talent just really started to come together. Akil has hip hop pedigree. So for him, it was easier, right? Like he kind of grew up in that culture with his brother and their crew, and he kind of grew up around it. So I think it was just, it was like a natural fit because we were already tight. And all these skills just started. It was like fucking mutants, right? It was like fucking X-Men, right? We turned 16, and then we got all of our superpowers. You know what I'm saying? And that shit kind of came together, and we were like, "Well, we should probably do something with this." So, I think I love our origin story of how this kind of got started because it happened very organically, and it wasn't forced. You know, we weren't watching Wu-Tang video. Wait, that's not true. We were watching Wu-Tang videos and we're like, we're gonna be like them niggas. But right. But we actually had natural talent, and I think that's what propelled us forward.
Yeah, and I agree with everything you said. And you know, we pretty much obviously was writing it, you know, in class.
Yeah.
I started off, you know, playing drums and beating shit around the house. That's how I ended up getting drums as a kid. And it got better and better. And
Right.
you know, in high school, we was fucking around with instrumentals, record them on my karaoke machine.
Yes, sir. The karaoke machine, no doubt.
From there, we was at Illinois State. Then I ended up getting that drum machine.
Yes, sir.
Bring it to I-State.
But wait, like don't bury the lead because I-State was nice.
Yeah,
right. We got down there. I think that was, to me, that was like our first indoctrination into like real hip hop culture.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we came from the D, so it was different because it was like it was cats rapping, but they was on some bullshit. I shouldn't say they was on some bullshit. This was on a different style. Yeah. We embraced hip hop culture. What a lot of cats around us was rapping about was more of probably like just that real gangster, like, you know, I just want to make this money. And a lot of cats that were coming out of Chicago at that time were, I mean, styles were varying, but it was a lot of like that fast rap, you know, over like chopped up beats, almost like that Houston style.
Yeah.
And we came from a different camp where we had like I mean, I don't want to call it East Coast, but it felt like a very like grassroots, like hip hop kind of start.
It was definitely East Coast influence for sure.
For sure, right? And so like going to Illinois State, to me, bringing the beat machine, bringing the books, right?
Right, yeah.
was like, oh my God, we're not alone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there are a lot of us out here in the Midwest who appreciate that style, like the hip hop culture, right? Just not the rap part of it, but like graffiti, break dancing, like the whole deal, right? Spoken word. Like we got exposed. That was my best college experience, was getting exposed to that level of our art that we didn't get when we were in high school.
Yeah.
Right, when we got
there. And you know what? Thinking about it, in high school, it was only a few guys that I can, maybe even a handful, that was really on some hip hop shit. Like, you know, obviously listen to the music that was out, but they wasn't influenced by it to where they want to take it to another level.
No doubt.
Music,
no doubt.
You know what I mean?
No doubt. And I think for us, starting out, and I can't speak for Akil or Joe or even Howie to that point, but I think for you and I, it really reinforced our beliefs in our ability to be able to do this and the value of doing it, because there was an audience for it.
Right.
Right. Because like going back to the crib, like, you know, how many people were consuming the style of hip hop that we were trying to produce at that time in our environment? We didn't find out till later there was a bigger hip hop community in Chicago, but that's later on in the show. Yeah. So, but I thought Illinois State was really important for us because We were young, impressionable. You know, that's probably why we didn't last there that long. We were very focused because we got it. We got ingrained in the culture really fast.
I felt like we was out there pioneering a lot of shit, though. Honestly, when we went out
No
there,
doubt, no doubt.
we
There was no mentorship there either.
no, right, that too. So we was grassrooting a lot of shit out there, and we brung that mentality back. So
Agreed.
we had to come back.
It wasn't voluntary, but you're right because I think we brought something back. I think we brought back a different level of energy.
Yeah.
Around it because you know the brothers were. I think they'll even admit to you like they probably didn't have a lot of direction around what we were going to do with this. Remember they used to come visit us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We'd have our little sessions and shit, and they could see the growth, but they just like, you know what, in the absence of the core being there, it was kind of like, well, whatever, you know, like I'm writing or whatever, because like, you know, even MJ was writing and shit right down at U of I.
Yeah,
he still got the coldest verse ever written, and we'll never find it again because that shit's on like AOL or something like that.
Yeah.
But he lost it.
Right.
Email somewhere.
You know, let me give it just a shout out to everybody who was involved with the faction. It was from
No doubt.
besides me and you had Akil, which was LMC, Illusion.
Started out as Illusion, right? Like, let's not forget that he was Illusion.
You got Joe, which is aka Ill Flow, which I think he had a couple other names too. Shit.
Yeah, he was Ill Fluid, Ill Flow.
Yeah.
God, if I could remember some of Joe's old names.
He was Good Riddance. You know, and then you got Howie, which was Triple. He brought in the element, you know. You have Mike,
which was much needed.
Mike. Yeah,
first Mike was around, no doubt.
Shit, even like you know, Woom was down with us. He brought the energy. He might have didn't really do anything as far as rapping per se, but he brought that energy to the crew and support.
No doubt. I
remember shit, Ben used to rap too with a little bit early on.
You know what it was? Because I'm gonna let you keep going because you crushing it, you nailing everybody, but that helped so much having a support system of non-MCs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The ones that just acknowledge it, look, this is what you guys do. I'm just here to support, right? Like whatever, in whatever way that you need. Right. And I always felt Womb and Ben provided just a level of like support and confidence that just, you know, it made all that shit keep going.
Oh, for sure.
Go ahead, keep going, man. Keep going.
Yeah, and you know, and just our brothers that was affiliated with us, you know, just knew that we was doing stuff like and just was around like Big Mick, Big Mike, Big E was down, Doc. We can never nail Doc down to just give us something. You know what I mean?
No doubt. I still
military at that time too.
I used to fantasize about that. Like, man, when is Doc going to lay down some vocals for one of these tracks? Right. But I got it. So I got to give a personal shout out to two people while we're doing this part.
Yeah, for sure.
Number one is Manji, who she gonna get you for not naming your wife in this one, but was one of our biggest fans. I never felt support from a non-faction member the way that I felt from Monica. Mm-hmm. She loved our shit. She was like, this shit is dope. And like that kind of support again. And I can't even do that because, right, like my wife loved it, Andrea. So like the wives was in on the shit, like no doubt. But the one person who I thought was our biggest fan was Jessica.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And
Jessica, yeah, for sure.
R.I.P. Jessica. Man, you talking about a faction fan, dog. Like, she was my God, man. Like, that, she was incredible, man. So, yeah, I would be remiss if we went through this section and didn't name her. She was incredible. Tiffany, shout out to her as well.
She was a huge fan.
And right? Like, we have some.
She wanted to manage, and she got a gig at that Carthage University.
No doubt. Like we had
that show.
We had an amazing support. How we doing it? How we talking about this show without C-Mac, right? Who got on some shit a couple times,
Yeah,
right?
he
Maybe
did.
he's just in the background, but he was there. We were
I mean, he
recording.
helped me. Yeah, my brother helped me get my first keyboard
Yes,
that
sir.
that kind of took us to another level. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We took steps,
Absolutely.
man.
Matches,
Oh, Max is for sure. Yeah, he always.
right?
Yep.
Yo, there was family like involved in this shit
Yeah.
that like made this thing where it was like it's one of those things where like your kid come to you and they'd be like, "Daddy, I want to be an actor or a singer or I'm gonna be an NBA player." And you're just like, "Well, you know what, kid, you could be whatever you want if you just put your mind to it."
Right.
But we had people behind us that was like, "No, y'all dope. Like,
Hmm.
we support you. We will come to every show. We will be behind you, and whatever you need from us." And I can't say enough about having that support group behind us because I think that helped with the energy for us to keep pushing forward. Also,
Yeah. And
yeah,
just to move things, just to kind of speed it up to where till we get to this album. Just the steps of what we took, like we talked off camera, we was talking about the process of getting
right,
better and getting better equipment. So just a quick timeline, obviously, yeah, I had the drum machine college. We come
right,
back home, going to community college and then going to Columbia, which was a good influence too, because there was a lot of hip
absolutely,
hop guys out there.
no doubt.
Uh,
Columbia was an
right.
experience that.
End up getting that keyboard when my brother helped me get to setting up a little studio in the crib when I was staying with my brother, to building a studio inside Howie's basement
Right,
and getting a better piece of equipment and getting recording software,
no doubt,
which was expensive as fuck back then too, man.
no doubt.
It wasn't just buying $200 software and you could just throw it on a PC or a Mac and you good. No,
Right,
you had to
right.
have a whole you had to have a damn near big ass hardware to go into the computer.
So, like, this is the thing that used to trip me out is, and I didn't understand it. I'll be honest with you too. The thing that really made me understand this was watching the Wu-Tang Saga
Yeah.
on Hulu,
Mm.
and it's this: your investment into our growth was exponentially larger than the rest of us contributed. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Yeah.
And I felt like it that we always owed you for doing the things that we never appreciated at the time. That this is one of them, right? This section of our conversation, largely, this needs to be a flowers space for you. Forget about your talent. We know you're talented. Your belief in this thing. There's no faction without D. There's no faction without Delinquent. There's no albums, right? And it's not just ours. There's a whole bunch of other motherfuckers that won't have albums if there's no D. Your passion and your belief in this craft, in your crew, even when we wasn't acting right, and we're fucking artists and we're divas, and so we weren't acting right a lot. Your tolerance for us was unfucking believable, and I appreciate it now more than I did back then. I probably should say it more because we brothers and I love you, but I can't tell you how much your leadership and your guidance allowed us to be the best versions of ourselves, because we weren't there. Like, we didn't have the executive maturity that you had at that time to kind of lead us and guide us and point us in the right direction, and we probably still fucking don't. And so, on behalf of the crew, I want to give you your love for that, but also, like, I know what you sacrificed to make those things happen, and that mattered more to me than fucking us making it. Was just,
Yeah, I
I
appreciate it.
wanted you to be proud. Like, if I spit a verse on a beat that you made, I wanted you to be like, that shit was fucking dope. Because that was the only way I could pay you back for the sacrifices that you made to make that happen for us. I can't speak for the other brothers, but I know the sentiment is the same. I know it is.
Appreciate it, man. I do, man. That feels good, man. Yeah, it took, you're right. It took a lot of time out, man.
It was a lot, bro. It was a lot. You kept us together too,
Yeah,
man. When niggas was just, we was all out on our own, fucking just being ignorant and young and stupid, or being undisciplined in the booth and all those things. Like, you kept that shit together, dude. Think about what you had to do. You had to make the beats. You had to engineer the beats. You had to organize the tracks. You had to make sure we was on point when we got in the booth, and you couldn't settle for no bullshit. We couldn't walk out of the booth, right? Fucking back in the booth, Carter was the that you invented that. Get the fuck back in the booth, man. What was that shit?
Right.
You set a standard for us that made this particular album that we're talking about, Kicker Verse, was all you, bro. And I know we're gonna go through some songs, but the general audience doesn't understand the complexity of what you had to do to be able to make some of these samples work for us.
Yeah.
And we were demanding about samples. We would come to you like, D, I want this sample. And you'd be like, I don't know if that shit gonna work. But you fucking made it work, bro. And that, telling you, man, we don't celebrate that enough. So, you come on, man. Like, I gotta give it up. I gotta give it up.
Thank you, man.
Of course.
That feels good, man. I don't even look at it, like, I never thought about it. Like, I just, like you said, I believed in the group. I knew y'all was talented. I knew I wasn't no fucking rapper and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I like the production side of it. I like behind the scenes. So
don't underestimate your mic skills either, man, nigga. You used to get on the mic. I remember that shit.
On it, but I still don't. I know I ain't trying to talk no negative shit, but I ain't like my shit too much.
Nobody likes their verses, and me. And I know I was dope. Like, I know I was dope, but I would leave out of the booth like disappointed because I'm like, I probably could have done more. Or we'll get into that shit. I want to take an opportunity to break down the mechanics of how I created verses. I think that would be really cool for the show because I had a mindset every time I wrote something, and I think it'll inform how the end product came out.
Well, let's get close to that point. So obviously, we was working on our craft, right?
Right.
Doing pretty much mixtapes, getting better and better, doing shows here and there, locally and, different spots,
Right.
Hell, me and Howie and Joe did a show in Nebraska that one time.
I remember that shit. I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
I was fucking working at Best Buy.
Right. And we used to go to Giovanni's, which used to rip, and
Giovanni's, man. We shut that shit down.
And get different rap crews that had different styles would come out there and give us our love, and we gave love back because they was able to get on and showcase without even,
absolutely
or do anything. But so what was it? 2003, I was able to get a Yamaha motif, man. This was new at the time, right?
Game changer.
Game changer for us because it was better technology, better quality sound, and we was able to get Pro Tools
right
back in the day, which was I even got the lower quality, which was $900.
Right.
So the keyboard was over 2 G's.
Yes, sir.
Which is insane now because you get a MIDI keyboard for $100 in software. but just the hard work. You think about it. We decided, okay, let's do this. Let's take this next album serious. Instead of paying to go to Trey Carruthers for the studio, which that was our home base studio, which was dope. Let's do our own, put up money, and we got 100% more time, and it's 100% our shit. So I think it took about 3 months for them to get everybody to come by and build the studio. It was Howie, Key, and Joe, because they all worked in Menards, so they was get the materials.
Yeah, that was crazy too, man. I remember the God, like, I wasn't a part of the process of like conceptualizing us building a studio. I just remember one day it was like, yeah, we building a studio at Howie Mama basement.
Yeah.
And I was just
I'm gonna give a
like,
shout out to my aunt Maggie, yeah, because she lived there. She could have been like, fuck y'all, but
yeah, it was dope.
not one time.
Bro,
And
to have our own studio.
I used to have a whole bunch of motherfuckers in there that even when Howie was in one, I had a whole bunch of different motherfuckers in there.
Oh,
And she
no,
didn't care.
it was
I
amazing.
want to give a shout out to her, man. And Debbie too, because she could have been like, motherfuckers.
Yeah, we forgot about Debbie, right? Like, gotta give a shout out to Debbie. Debbie Dennis.
Thank you.
Love.
Appreciate it.
That was amazing because I think that established your legacy as the go-to producer in our circles.
Yeah.
Right? Like it wasn't just this faction shit.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, if you needed a dope beat and you needed to get it laid down, you got to go see D. Like that's just what it was. Yeah. And I love that. I love being a part of that. The building process was funny and dope.
Yeah.
I named it Nicole Stocking. I take full credit for that. I was a marketer even back then.
Man, it was fitting because we was like,
it was like a cold dope ass name, right?
What is that shit?
I remember MJ came down, start like tagging up the wall. It was perfect. It was perfect.
Everybody signed their name on the wall too.
Yes.
I still got I don't know. Do you got a picture? I know I got a copy of that picture was me sitting at the desk, and then I got a copy of the booth. But I don't know if do you have any other photos?
I have no pictures of that, bro, but I would love to see them because
I'm gonna try to add my picture that I gotta find my picture that's on there.
That place is like home,
I'll put it
bro.
on here, so they can see on the video.
How many hours spent in that booth, man? That booth was like, and it was the booth. It was perfect. And like that's a part of your legacy as well, was creating a studio. Cause like the Trey Carruthers thing was necessary, right? Like we had to go somewhere, get screwed over a little bit, and learn that we need to do this shit on our own.
Yeah. We wasn't rich. Nobody was making no bread. You know what I mean?
Right. To pay for studio time was ridiculous.
And everybody was paying for rent and barely making it, paying their car note.
Right. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, scrap. So we everybody sacrificed for a little bit to get it done. And lo and behold,
it was dope. Nicole Stocking was a amazing underground studio experience, high quality, amazing beats.
Exactly.
As an artist, because you wouldn't know this, right? You producing everybody's shit, but as an artist, like I would get jealous. You know what I'm saying? I would get a little territorial, right? Because I'm in a faction, but
yes, you should.
My man working on other shit, and they getting that beat, like whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? But it was also love too, because all the artists that you worked with, we had a connection to. I love doing mixtapes because there were so many different styles of the artists that you were working with at that time, and I had respect for all of them.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Shout out to Sean too, Sean Lewis.
No doubt.
Who would just drop by the studio for no fucking reason, never lay anything down, had a million verses. Right?
Coming back in the old days when we was messing with the mini disc too.
He was. And that's my brother, man. That's my brother. Another supportive brother. Shout out to Big E. Like everybody who was around us or spent time with us, there was never that hate or that y'all can't do this. Who y'all think y'all are. It was always, I got you, bro. Like I support you, and it meant a lot, man. Yeah. Shout out to the Giovanni's crew. I don't remember none of them niggas. I hope they all still alive.
Sean, you know what? Sean passed away a while ago.
Did he? Man,
my pop told me. I don't know. I mean, that place. Shit, that's as long as you're mad now, but straight up, it is a long as you're mad.
That was our first venue. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It is yeah, shout out to them, man. They because the relationship we had working there previously when we was in high school,
yes, sir,
gave us the opportunity to get the spot to do a show.
Absolutely, and we needed that. You know, we had to leverage relationships in order
Yeah.
to
It only
do
cost us, I think it
anything.
was like $300 to get the spot.
And they made bread because we
Yeah.
packed that fucking place, and
Man,
everybody bought
standing room
food.
only.
Exactly.
Standing room only. Hell yeah. And shout out to Trag. Now he goes by I Am God. I wish we could have got him more in the
My
studio.
God,
But
I wish we knew what we were sitting on when we had him.
I think we did, man. We just couldn't nail him at the time we was doing this album.
He is absolutely to this day the
Yeah.
dopest MC that I've ever heard. I'm so proud of him as a big brother,
Yeah, I'm gonna drop his
as a mentor.
social
My
media.
God, that
I'm gonna
brother,
drop his social
man.
media in the info too, because
Yeah,
yeah,
he is. God,
he's one of
if
the
we,
best, man. Honestly,
yeah, oh no doubt, I put him against anybody, man. The dudes that I idolize, I'm putting Trash the God up against these dudes. He that dope. And what's so dope about Trash is like he's homegrown. He's a Chicago cat, right? All my favorite MCs from New York or Brooklyn or Atlanta, and this dude from us.
yeah,
He killed these dudes on a mic. Right? Like they would bow at his mercy. Like he's always been so dope. You know, another product of, first of all, again, like, you know, I don't know if it's that Joe just, they got it in their family blood. Dope MCs, creative, some of the most creative writing, but y'all think my delivery is dope. This dude's delivery made me go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? I was just be like, man, you know what? I can't. He's so cold.
I think I did 3, maybe 2 solos, but like I think maybe, I don't know. We did a bunch of shit together, but I think 2 solo albums.
Yeah.
Definitely 1 mixtape. But he worked on some shit with Existence too that I did. So I mean, me and him did. We had a run, and I wish I was still producing because I would love to work back with him on some shit though.
Man,
If I had the opportunity, but I'm so far out the game right now, man.
But you know what? The problem was you were ahead of your time.
Yeah,
never given that. You were.
And speaking of that, that's pretty much like that was the rise and fall of us.
Yeah,
we were ahead of our time, but we bowed out. We
soon. You know what? I think, in retrospect, just from the other day, the conversation that we had,
yeah,
I was thinking about like we peaked late. And what I mean by that is, had we started this when we were like maybe freshmen in high school,
yeah,
with the same resources, same everything, things may have turned out differently. Now, I don't know if they would have been better, right? Because it was probably important that we established the lifestyles that we have today at the points that we did.
Yeah.
But I do know that we were talented enough to have taken this thing to the next level. I don't know what the next level was, but we were really good.
Yeah.
And listening to the album now, God, I mean, I get goosebumps because you forget how good that album was. This is the argument that I was making. It was like,
yeah,
we made an album that I consider better than a lot of my favorite albums because there's too many good songs, right? Like there are songs where it might not be your favorite, but that doesn't mean that the song isn't good.
Right.
And we got too many good songs to say, God, this album wasn't dope. And it was arranged well. I don't think that there's enough, emphasis put on how well it was arranged, the detail that went into organizing it. We're gonna get there. I'm sorry. I'm getting off on one of them J tangents. But
no, let's take it there. Let's basically
let's do it.
People that's listening, 2003. So we got the studio built. We got the equipment.
Right.
We got the equipment that we could use. We needed at the time. Wasn't top tier. Wasn't 100% the best that you can get out there. It wasn't 100% studio quality either. We didn't have no engineers like we talked about.
Right.
There was no resources to, to bring in other filters and things like that to make things perfect. But for what we had, we was ready to rock. So
No doubt.
that being said, we sat down, was like, let's kick an album off. Let's do an album. It was
Yeah.
time.
It was time. I think I just came back too from doing that shit with Chi-Town Fats Morelli. Right, because I had my own ambitions at that time, and I was like, you know what, I'm, fucking college dropout.
Laren brought some of his artists through the studio before too. So
Yeah, right. Like I was rolling with Laren, and he was like, "Oh, this is guy," and I was like, "Oh, I'm dope," and if they paying money, then let's go get this money, Like I want to be really good at this rap shit. Had nothing to do with the faction, right? Like my goal was to get put on and then bring my crew up because that was happening a lot at that time too. And they weren't who they said they were, but I was young, I was naive, I was like 19, and well, I was probably 20, 21 at that time, but I was a kid, and so got back with my crew, my original crew, had all these rhymes. I also had a different outlook on life at the time too when we started this album because I think that was at the time where I started like taking promotions at Best Buy. Like retail was gonna be a career for me, so I started having more responsibility at work, and it was like, all right, well, this is the main thing was like growing my career over here, but I still love this rap shit. So whatever we do with this album, I'm down with it. But it wasn't my primary thing until we got started.
Yeah.
When we got started, it became my primary thing. So that was my mentality going into this album.
Yeah, we were still hungry, man, and I think each time we progressed with new equipment, new technology, the sound changed.
Right.
It got better. It got more fresher. It got more liver, and we was in sync, man. We had no direction of like what kind of album we was gonna make,
Right.
but we knew what songs we needed to make to kind of like diverse the album and kind of separate, from every. Obviously, we had our influence, but we wanted to separate from the competition pretty much.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I felt we did that,
I thought from a technical standpoint, this was the first album also where we wrote to the beats.
Yeah.
It used to be the other way around. Like,
yeah, you would write first to anything.
Yeah.
And you try to spit up. You're right. You absolutely
right. You just try to throw something on a beat that you had already made or whatever. But this was like, like decrafted this.
Yeah. Y'all would come right after work.
This masterpiece. Yeah, right. And we'd be like, okay.
We would get to the lab.
Right to this.
Everybody would probably be off by like 10:30.
Right.
And we would get there. We would be in until about 2:30, 3 a.m., man.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah. And it was dope because it was like tired, and like I worked all day or whatever, but like I got this different level of inspiration because I get to the lab and you would have made something new. And my goal, like I said, like I was listening to at that time that the album come out, and I know now, like going back and listening to it now, what I was listening to at that time. It's like, it just came back to me like a rush. Like All Things Fall Apart, The Roots.
Okay.
Like Water for Chocolate, Common.
All dope albums, yes.
No doubt, right? Like Stillmatic, I think was out around that time. Big Nas fan. Nas still my number one dude.
Yeah.
Some of the rhymes I wrote were Busta Rhymes inspired.
Busta shit was dope too then, yeah.
Yeah, I think that Headhunters joint, I mean, like when we get to it, you'll kind of feel it, but like those were like my main inspirations around that time because I thought that I prioritized cadence and delivery over content. That was the first time I'd ever done that
Mm-hmm.
in all of my writing. Where like I told you, like even from high school, like I used to just think of words that sounded dope
Yeah.
out loud, and I would write them in a notebook, and then write a word that rhymed with it, and then just build a bar based on that. And that was rudimentary because I was a child, right? Like I was just learning how to rap. By the time we got to kick a verse, I was more about cadence. I was more
Yeah.
about delivery because I knew I could spit some dope shit. I knew I could say a lot of things. I was always articulate. How could I make them fit on that beat, right? Like, how could I make them fit in that 16? And that was the first time y'all start letting me spit more than 16 bars. Like, as we were going through the songs, I was just like, you know what? I got more than 16. And it was probably because I had more, right? I had more to say. Like, my shit wasn't as formulaic as it used to be, right? Like I used to just write 16 bars and then walk away and start on a new song. But that was different. When Kick a Verse came along, I'm like, I'm gonna keep going till I don't have anything to say anymore.
Right.
And that was the difference in that album. And that's why I felt like it was my best work.
Now you had some I mean, I can't unbelievable dope content, and you back then songs were, especially hip hop songs, were 3.5 to 4+ minutes.
Right.
Every one of our songs, I made sure we was get 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
a long
you
album.
only do a 2.5, and it'd be, you probably could have an album done in 2 days.
Right.
It's only 2.5 minutes back to what we used to work. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
So, but you guys' verses, man, was just like when I'm hearing, I'm like, God damn.
I was so inspired at that time we were making that album because that's probably why I went first on a lot of those songs too. I felt like when I was writing, I could set the tone for the rest of the song, even if guys weren't ready, and maybe the verses were better than mine.
And I think a lot of times you might have just been lasered in, man, and they had to catch up on the.
I was focused. I mean, like we had a conversation the other day about like all of our collective lack of focus, but honestly, I was focused. I wanted every verse that I spit on every song to be razor sharp.
Yeah.
And tight delivery. My goal is to obviously go in there and give you a 16 flawless, no punch-ins or whatever. But if I had to punch in, I knew that there was value to it because I knew I could deliver on time if I did the punch.
Right.
And you and I worked a lot on a couple songs too, like really hard on like coming in on time.
Yeah.
Because it made the song better.
Yeah. It wasn't just like
right.
You had to like it was
exactly, we worked hard on it. That mattered to us. Like it was like, yo, if I can nail the beat when this song starts, it makes the song better. It makes a better transition too when you mixing it. And so like that was the detail that we put into Kick a Verse that we didn't do in other stuff that we had done, I think. And that's why I love that album, especially going back now. I'm impressed by all of our mic skills, but like the detail is just better.
Right.
The detail is better. And sure, we can sit down and point out our flaws, but I think we should be more celebrating what we accomplished with no leadership, or I shouldn't say leadership, no tutelage, right? No guidance from an experienced studio producer, an experienced MC, somebody, right? Like we didn't have all that shit. You see them making a band and shit. Yeah, we ain't had that shit. We just
record exec. We
went in the lab,
do it right.
Right, and we pumped out some beautiful stuff.
Yeah, we took homework from what we listened to, and it's like, you know what? If we was gonna do it, this is the way we gonna do it, or a different.
No doubt.
Something that's just a little bit better than what we heard. You know what I mean?
The songs are more crafted and more formulaic, in the sense that I think we had a better system.
Hmm.
And what I mean by that is like, if you listen to the first joint past the intro, Akil came with his verse first and presented it to the team, and we
Yeah.
built a song around it. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. Like that's how you
Yeah, that's how you
craft a
do it.
perfect song, right? Like I didn't have those concepts in my head till I heard Akil's verse.
Yeah.
And I got to go first on that song, and I love that I got to go first. And I'm proud of the verse that I laid down because, like I said, like that song is an orientation into kick a verse. If you didn't know who we were, that song presented like a path, like a roadmap of what this album was gonna be. You're gonna hear something about hip hop from a perspective that you've never heard before. We're gonna teach you some lessons about MCing that you probably don't get, especially from a crew that's from Chicago. And we're gonna teach you about sort of like what the consequences are of not performing at a high level in terms of delivering a quality product. And that would come out in like those battle rap joints.
Yeah.
But I think also like that song spoke to like a performative level. And that is where like, like those party jams that we kind of threw together came from.
Yeah.
You understood all that from the first song. Like you would listen to that song and be like, okay, they about to take us on a journey. And I think with Joe and myself kind of like having to write our verses in retrospect, it made that song better. You putting it at the beginning of the album was perfect as like an orientation for the listener. And I think that speaks volumes. That's more of an illustration of how this album
Yeah.
went. Like we just put more thought into it.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect example of it.
I mean, you like when y'all listeners check this album out, you gonna hear like the intro. You're not even gonna know. You got no clue. And then it just hits you right in the face from the first joint.
Right.
And we take you on a roller coaster because it's gonna get different. You're gonna get some hard hitters, you're gonna get some chill, but every verse is hit with a meaning that is gonna leave you stunned. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Like we was talking about, yeah, they was like, well, the beat was kind of see, but the thing is, y'all went hard on the soft track.
Right.
You don't nobody do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was
It-
supposed to be.
right,
Right. Like that was
exactly.
deliberate.
That was deliberate. Everything is intentional. Everything was
Yes.
premeditated. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like
Absolutely.
this was supposed to happen that way. And with that discussion we had the other day, I went back today, man. Was in the car, man. While I was working. I was like, let me play this. Cause I'm like I told you, I made it for you to play in your car on full blast.
No doubt.
The whole album.
No doubt.
Every song hit hard.
Hit. And there are details that if you didn't listen to it in your ride, you didn't pick up on. Just like subtle parts of the track or like the way we kind of rode that beat because it was designed for you to listen to it in your whip. And like you said, like a joint that sounds like a smooth joint is actually hitting.
Yeah,
And if
right.
you listen to the lyrics, you understand the ferocity that that we were coming with on a
Right.
smooth ass beat. Like, man, come on. Doc, you couldn't ask for a better contrast than that.
No. I mean, and we was talking offline, man. We wanted to make sure we hit every angle. We feel, obviously back when we was doing our stuff, we didn't want to be commercial. We didn't want to be like, oh, every song was party, this and this. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
We
right.
was hip hop guys. We like battle rap. We like talking shit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's what the crew was. That was the mentality. But we wanted to at least give you different flavors of that same the style that we like. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was dope. I think that a lot of people cannot reflect on their youth and know that they produce something special.
Yeah.
Right? It's like looking at like your high school art and going, "Oh fuck, there's like a Picasso in there."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, right? This is something that, and was here's the best part about it.
Yeah.
It was dope. It's still dope,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like I would still bump this today. I mentioned before that there are a lot of albums that came out around that time that did not age well because they were so era specific, right? They were written specifically for that, what was hot in those moments,
Exactly. Yep.
right? And then there's some albums, Low End Theory, Reasonable Doubt, right?
The Black Star album. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That Black Star, that it just it doesn't matter what era you pull this out, it's gonna be dope, right?
Yeah.
Like it's timeless. I thought Kick a Verse was so timeless because I think we had the most fun making it. I think we had the least amount of pressure. You
Right.
know, right? Like there was like, oh, we have to make this because we're gonna be promoting this song tomorrow. Like, no. And matter of fact, when we listened to that song that was made for satellite radio, in retrospect, I'm like, you know what? That song wasn't even that good. Like I thought it was in my mind, I was like, oh, this had to be good because we put it on the radio. But no, the songs that people never heard were
What's
the best
What's
songs.
funny about that though? It must have been that good. We think about it because we knew we got better.
Yeah. Yeah.
But shout out to Justin, man. Existence. He didn't have to send that shit. We
Agreed.
played him a joint. He vouched for it, like this shit is fucking fire. You
He
know what I
did.
mean? He thought it was dope. So
What
and they
was
played it.
crazy?
They
They
you know you
played
think
it.
about
They
it.
sure
Think
did
about
play
it.
it.
They
Doc.
didn't have to play it.
They played that shit because
They didn't have to
Trag was
play
on
it.
that song. That
They didn't have
that
to,
shit could have
they didn't have to
been.
play it, man. And they
That shit
did
could
the
have.
shit.
He sent that in there and he was like, just wait till this dude's verse. Like it'll be worth all of it.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. There was actually 2 tracks they played
You gave him a couple?
that we sent to them. Yeah, there was 2.
Mm.
There was that one. It was one other one that we had made around that time, and we probably made it, with Existence at
Yeah.
his spot, but they weren't as dope as Kick a Verse. No, Kick a Verse. The songs that are on Kick a Verse are so dope. The concept of Kick a Verse is dope
Yeah.
because we basically, again, it came together organically, but like we basically made an album that talks about hip hop from like a hip hopper's perspective
Yeah.
that normal people just wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Right? How many people in the world have been in a battle or even been in a cipher? Right? Forget about a battle, right? There's pressure in a battle. Right? There's enough TikTok videos and all that stuff for you to understand the dynamics of a battle.
Right.
But a cipher is a sacred experience that not a lot of people have been in, and that there's pressure there.
Yeah.
You could never understand that until you've had to be in one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we
Better not come
delivered.
whack either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh my God, right? Like that's just the end of you. And so
Right.
right, like we delivered that experience and maybe hopefully created a narrative that people could understand what it's like to actually do the things that we were doing. But in a way that was consumable for the average, hip hop listener, and
Yeah.
that and hopefully was authentically Chicago, was authentically hip hop, and was authentically us, right? Like we didn't lose ourselves in that because we didn't come out trying to make some gangster rap ass album, which was really popular around that time, and we could have.
Right.
And could have just completely went in that direction. Just said,
Yeah.
fuck it. Like, let's just be dope dealers because those are the people that are getting signed.
Right.
And we didn't. We didn't do that.
Exactly. And let me just dive into this album real quick.
For sure.
You guys gonna hear it at the end of this, the whole album in its entirety. But like I said, we had starring right here on screen, J Chapter. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I was on. I had a couple verses here and there, but I produced the thing. Yeah, Akil, LMC. You had Ill Flow, Joe Carter.
Mm-hmm.
You got Triple, which is you know Howie, my cousin, which is we all brothers anyway.
No
We
doubt.
had Tui, who did the vocals, who did an amazing job on there.
Incredible.
We had Cozy, who
Cozy dropped a
she did some
verse.
work. She dropped a verse on there, but she did some vocals on some other projects that we had. So let's talk about those two, Tui and Cozy, real quick.
No doubt.
We met Tui when we worked at Best Buy. Remember? We
Yes,
found
sir.
he heard like, "Hey man, I heard y'all rap." We was like, "Hell yeah,
First of all, we met everybody at Best Buy. Best Buy was more of a
yeah,
college experience for us
yeah." It was.
than fucking college. Think I met my wife at Best Buy. Um, no, yeah, Chewy was dope because like, and again, like shout out to 312. You know what I'm saying? Like, how ironic, right? With that, with our
Oh
store
man,
number being 312
yeah,
too. Like, it's
I know. Yeah,
very,
right. You think about
very
it?
Chicago. But
Yeah,
yeah, like we had a reputation there already as MCs, and her being a vocalist and just going through the same things we're trying to get put on, and then just obviously gravitating to us because we had a kinetic energy there. Like everybody was just wanted to be down with the crew. But
it almost like
wow,
it was almost like a fraternity that everybody wanted to be a part of, which
it really
we
was.
didn't even promote our rap stuff in Best Buy. It was just us coworkers that kind of kicked
Yeah.
it there at that time. You know what I
They
mean?
knew, yeah,
Yeah,
they knew. But I mean, it was for all the shenanigans, right?
yeah,
Like whatever we was down for, everybody was like, Those dudes,
yeah,
they run the show."
yeah. We had a lot of
But
parties.
Chewy was an incredible talent. I'd never met anybody with vocals like that hadn't been already doing something.
She was she was she was raw. She was green,
Yeah,
and like you said, like what we needed you needed a management or A&R or somebody to guide you
absolutely.
in the right direction. Now, I tried my best as far as like, you know what I'm saying, getting on some tracks and shit. We had to pull teeth to get her to come. She won a fucking talent show and she was trying to back out of it.
Yeah, like
She won this shit.
she was very humble about her
Mhm.
skill and
Yeah,
talent.
she was
Yeah, and
right. If she was just a beast out there and was more aggressive, she shit.
yeah, she did not
Maybe
have.
we probably wouldn't be doing this fucking thing right now.
No, you're
She might
right.
have got us put on. So
She didn't
I don't
have
know.
that ambition, which was crazy too. Because like I don't know if you've ever heard Jill Scott talk about her relationship with the Roots and or just how she got put on it in general, but it was very similar, right? Like just through proximity, she was able to kind of showcase her talent and get put on. Now, the difference there is that the Roots were already established in their
Yeah.
community. They weren't as big as they are right now, obviously, but like, you know, having Jill in that crew certainly elevated their status.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
we didn't leverage Tui that way because she was shy, and but she was dope. We didn't know how to use her because again, like we didn't have a lot of guidance. We were just like, look, we're rappers. I'm not a vocalist, and I don't know how to manage a vocalist, and I can't write for a vocalist. Like I don't right? Like
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do with you on these beats. And you did a great job of managing that as best I think as you understood how to do it.
Yeah.
Because the rest of us didn't have any role into really giving her guidance and direction.
Yeah, it was I wish we could have used them. Well, you're right. I wish we could have did a whole project with her, just her project
Yeah,
and you guys on a couple joints because I always love female vocalists or male vocalists over hip hop beats.
no doubt.
Period.
No
No
doubt.
slow jams, no, slow temp, just hard hitting, but straight vocals.
Right.
And that's what she gave us. And I wish we could have used them more, man.
We could have got a her and Doc album, pop it off. It's like I didn't challenge myself either as a writer to try to do something for her, like to try to provide more.
Oh, Joe, I know she was writing all her shit too.
Yeah.
I think Joe might have gave us. I don't know. You got to ask Joe. I think Joe.
It's hard, right? Like, cause we not R. Kelly, right? Like we
Yeah.
fucking MCs. Like it's how many MCs are out here writing vocals? You know what I'm saying? Like that's a hard thing.
Yeah.
And so you need a coach. You need someone who can understand. But I love her. I thought she was fantastic. She was a good person too. Like I just thought she was like the sweetest thing, and I loved her being around us and being a part of our crew because she certainly made an impact on every song that she was on. It took that joint to a whole nother level for sure.
And Cozy, we met her through her boyfriend worked at Best Buy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And he told us about her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I forgot homie's name too. I love that dude.
I think he went by Blue. I don't remember his real name, but he went by Blue.
Blue. Fucking Blue. My boy Blue.
What's his name, Blue? What's his real name, Blue?
Nah, hell nah. It was like fucking
his name tag.
Ronaldo or some shit like that. But no, Blue is my dog. So Cozy was cool because she wasn't like as vocally mature as Tui.
Yeah.
But she was more ambitious.
Yeah.
Right. She wanted to be on the mic. Like she was like, yo.
You could have just fused them two together as one.
Yeah. And she wasn't untalented, right? Like she could sing.
Yeah.
But she wanted, first of all, she was beautiful. So that helped. Because like when we were trying to craft an image, she was good to have around, It's just like, well, right, we got a girl in the crew and she fine, so like it's gonna make it easier.
Well, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, right, like we're kids, right? Like we in our 20s, we don't fucking know how to leverage Tui, who is like a fucking one in a million vocalist. How are we gonna manage you? You're cute. You can sing a little bit, but we can certainly market you. And it turns out you got some little rap skills on you, right? Like you can actually spit a decent verse. Yeah. Like we could have, again, like it was just one of those situations where we weren't mature enough to leverage Tui or Cozy properly. But I love Cozy because she was a trip. She was fun. She was down to just even be around when she wasn't even going to be on stuff. She's in the lab.
Exactly, man.
Right? She was just like, I'm here, right? Like, I'm just, and when I get my shot, I'm going to get up there and I'm going to spit my shot. And she did, and she fucking nailed it.
She nailed it. She killed it. And I'm just happy that we got her on there because we always wanted a female MC to kind of rock with us.
We did.
We just couldn't find one.
Well, it was hard around that time, too.
Yeah, not everybody rapped.
Not everybody rapped. We were incredibly stubborn about the type of female artist we wanted to, right? Like we didn't want Lil Kim or Foxy Brown or no shit like that, right? Like if you weren't Lauren, then you couldn't be in the faction.
We wanted Heather B.
Right, exactly. If you weren't gonna be Bahamadia, then we wasn't fucking with you. So
yeah.
And that's a tall task to ask for a female MC at that time because there weren't a lot of influences pushing them in that direction. It was all sell your body, sell sex, sell all this stuff, and we weren't on that at all.
Absolutely, and we got lucky to get them two on there though.
We really did because it enriched the album for sure. It created
we didn't go out looking for it. Shit came to us, and we was blessed about that. Which and that's just another thing. We as a group, we was dope, but we didn't go outside of our circle or our realm.
Absolutely.
To go bring in other elements and tap into some other outlets
I think
on our brand.
the biggest loss there was probably Doc, who has an incredible voice, soulful, right? We talking about like fucking Maxwell, and to not be able to get something from him
I
on
think he came
wax.
through there once, man, and he just froze up.
Yeah, like it wasn't his jam. It
Yeah.
wasn't. But that's my biggest regret for this album
Not getting him on there
was not getting Doc on
somehow.
there in some way. And
Yeah.
I kind of blame myself a little bit because I felt like as a writer, I should have been able to make something like I wrote that shit for Womb, right? Like I could write for anybody if I needed to. I should have been able to write something for Doc, and I
Hmm.
didn't, and I never challenged myself to, and I regret that because I would have loved to have Doc on that album. It would have,
Yeah, me too.
right? It would have completed the circle.
Knowing
So
knowing that not knowing that it was our last project together,
yeah,
I would have went all out to get everybody I could on that motherfucker. If
I
I,
bet
if I
I bet even he'd even acknowledge that he regrets not
Yeah,
being
he
on
probably
that
would
album.
have. I mean, I would have got Womb. I would have got every in some type of capacity.
Yeah,
Either
we
skit.
would have been dope in the intro.
Yeah,
We
right.
could have just right, like just let him talk, and then we just bring in the intro. I take that back because the intro is perfect on this album.
If honestly, we had like what they got now, like auto tunes and shit that can enhance your vocals. Womb
Yeah,
could have actually sung a fucking hook.
I agree. Woom
Yeah, you know what I mean.
didn't have a terrible voice. No,
Yeah,
he was very melodic. Like I said, we were kids, right?
yeah,
So we didn't know how to leverage all the resources that were around us.
right.
And the irony of that is we would have made something so dope that we would regret not having sold it for something, right? Or having like generated any revenue for making this fucking masterpiece that nobody would have ever heard other than our circle. I still think it's that, but
And
man,
that's
if you got Womb on there and
yeah,
Doc, come on,
and that's the
man.
main reason I wanted to do this special episode because going back listen to that, I'm like, man, nobody really heard this. You know what I'm
Nobody
saying?
heard this album. I
And
don't
to
think.
me, I think it's dope. And you
Yeah,
know,
it's crazy because the people that know us couldn't imagine in a million
right.
years that we could have made this thing.
Oh, come on, yeah.
Right?
Like
I
you
mean, get the fuck out of
niggas
here.
not
That's
even
you.
partying and doing all this other shit. Like, no, we sacrificed time, we
We
put it
did.
together, and I can't wait for y'all to hear it, man. And as we coming down the back end of this, man, just letting y'all know we did what was it 19 joints? Couple skits. I'm not gonna drop the skits on the playback. We all agree, but that was fun back then.
It was fun. We had a good
I'm not
time with
gonna
it.
put it on there, but and I listened to the last song today, man. That shit
Okay.
y'all talked about y'all. That shit was actually pretty good song, man. I don't know if last time you heard it, man.
That was my only maybe regret on that album because that was the only song to me that felt forced.
It was kind of
And
forced because we was looking for a closer song to like
right,
talk about each other, kind of
right.
almost give each other flowers.
Yeah.
Because I
No
was
doubt.
it was a play on I remember when did College Dropout come out? Let me see. I think College
Oh, I know what
Dropout.
you're talking about. It felt like that, no doubt.
Yeah, because his came out 2004. So like I said, we finished the album 2004. I don't know the date, but I remember on that album, Kanye and Jay-Z,
Yeah.
they was all talking. I kind of wanted to play off that. So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, let's try to
I think
emulate something like that.
that's what's dope about this album too, is just reflecting back on all the things that we were listening to that helped craft a lot of the songs that we made.
Yeah.
you know, because like I said, like almost all my verses were heavily inspired by Black Thought, Nas, Busta Rhymes at that time, Mos Def,
Yeah.
Talib Kweli, because their cadence fit the beats. So like you would make a beat, and I'd be like, okay, whose shit fits with this? And that's how I wrote.
Yeah.
But the intro is the only one where I was like, conceptually, we're gonna do what Mos Def and Black Thought did on I don't even remember the fucking name of the song, but it was dope because it was like two bars, two bars, two bars, two bars. Like go back, right? Like and that's how the intro came together. But the rest of the songs were just like, you know what? You give me a beat, I'm inspired by the music that I'm listening to at that time, and I'll. Common had a song on One Day It'll All Make Sense. It's a freestyle joint. He goes, I walk the night and shine an armor, bomb a nigga like a winter coat.
Oh yeah,
Out
yeah.
here on death row, searching for an endoscope.
Yeah.
Yet I spark like Irene Cara, symbolize dope like sirens do terror. I took that whole cadence and wrote a verse. I don't remember what song it was, but I listened to that song like 30 times while I was writing my verse.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was, you know, that's how my mentality was for crafting songs for that album, because it meant more, and I needed a different approach that was more systematic. And y'all let me go with it too, because I would be like, well, you know, I got 20. You know, I can make it 16, and y'all be like, nah, keep going. I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna take 32 then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
But it worked out though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how that album
these
was.
songs are longer than the normal standard now, but back then that was normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It felt good. It felt good. It was fun. It was fun. We weren't making it for some studio. We were making it for us. And look at the legacy of it, right?
Yeah.
Like it's still ours.
Yeah,
And we still get to enjoy it.
Now we're gonna try to let people listen to it. So
Right,
and,
no doubt.
The only regret, man, I had, it was the I didn't have my MPC at the time when we did this album. I got it afterwards, which sucks because we didn't do no more albums after this.
Right.
But the thing with the motif is the quantize basically is how you stay in beat, how you lock in. So you know, with the MPC, you can kind of go, you can get like a 132 and it'll lock in. You can go 116. To lock in.
Yeah.
The motif it'd be kind of choppy. The only thing that really locked in was a 1/8 beat. So it kind of like if you listen to Pharrell stuff, like if you listen to like all his shit, like he did with Akil. If you listen to his new shit he did with Pusha, he uses the same drum kit, kind of same style on the whole album.
Right.
So I was kind of locked in because those were the only drum kits I was able to fuck with.
Yeah.
Sampler wasn't A1, so I was able to sample, but for me to sample like any drum sounds, garbage. That's why I never did it.
Right.
So,
but the samples were so sophisticated, man. I'm talking about God, I can't remember the track. They'll hear it when they hear it. It's the old man, and he's kind of like just he's moaning, and and the sample carries the beat, and you probably kind of lose it because we're spitting over it. But if you took a step back and look at how sophisticated, how difficult it would have been to loop that sample, and have it sit on that, have it ride that beat that way, because it carried the whole song, is what I'm in awe of, right? Because I know the equipment you was working with, and what you were able to achieve, what you had was amazing and also inspirational to us. Because I'm just like, well, fuck, can I come whack on this? I know how hard it was for him to make this fucking beat, and I'm not gonna half step on this shit. So that was my approach too. But a lot of it came from you. Like I understood your limitations in terms of equipment, and so you would just make this fucking magic happen some other way and the beat would be dope, and we'd be like, shh, you know. And I would also get angry too. Like I'd have my angry moments because I'm just like, get back in the fucking booth. That shit sounds whack. And this beat is important. This song is important. Sometimes I would bow out of songs just because I'm just like, look, I don't want to be on this song if you ain't gonna come correct on it, right? Like I don't want to be, you know. And that was selfish of me. Then there were songs that I did want to be on. Hunting MCs I wanted to be on, but thematically it didn't work.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't get on it. I love that beat. I love it, right? Like if we was doing a mixtape, I would start with that beat.
The concept, even with the skits, was actually pretty good. When you think about
it, was funny.
The concept was, yeah, we in the studio. This manager come in,
right?
These whack ass motherfuckers talking about, yeah, I got some people for you to listen to spit. We listened to it. We like, what the fuck is this bullshit you just gave us? Dog? Talking shit, and then we came with our shit,
right?
You know, chasing these motherfuckers, rapping over it. And then the next shit was them niggas was done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what we was on. We was all about competition and finishing cats off. Like no matter what you come with, our shit is better.
It was a battle. It was a battle album that had nuance to it because there was some sensitive moments where we felt like
it had some soul to it. It had some feeling
absolutely,
to it.
Absolutely.
It had we were some battle niggas, but we had empathy.
Right. Yeah, right? Like because you know you can't just make a whole battle album, right? Like you know, we need to pay deference to Chicago. We need to make a joint for the ladies, right? Like we need to so that they can understand. Like, look, we ain't out here just battling niggas. Like we, you know, we love women, right? And that matters too. And to me, it was one of the dopest tracks on the album too. Like I would put that song above a lot of the battle tracks because I'm old now, right? Like I'm 42, and I hear that song and I want to dance.
Yeah.
Right, I hear some battle tracks and I want to just sit in my chair and just nod my head and I want to listen to it loud. But that song makes me want to get out of my seat, and that's dope. Like that, you know, that matters, and I don't think it even mattered to us that much at the time. But now you hear that song and you're like, oh, that's a fucking banger.
Right.
Absolutely. So yeah, that album, it had everything. It was a variety of styles and complex, you know, concepts and nuance, but it came together really well.
It came together, man, and
no doubt.
I just want to, you know, I want to close it out and just give some, you know, and let me ask you real quick: any regrets on this album that you had? Any regrets?
Yeah, obviously, right? Like I'm an artist, so there's songs that I wish were more polished, right? Like that I go back to. I shouldn't say songs. There are verses that I did that I wish were more polished because I never, for one moment, Akil and Joe will tell you this. I never, for one moment, never felt like I was the best MC, right? Yeah. And that there was responsibility around that. I never wanted to get bested on a mic by Akil and Joe, and it happened a lot because they were really good too. And so the only thing that I could do in light of rewriting a verse was just performing it better, right? Delivering it better. And there's a couple places where I felt like I felt short, and those are my only regrets. But like I had so much fun making this album that doesn't even matter to me. I love listening to it.
You know what's funny though that you say that, like how he expressed he thought Key was, when going back listening, he thought Key was the best on the album.
Yeah.
He thought Joe was the best on the album. I listened to it. I thought Q was the best on the album. But it's funny how it, you know.
Yeah, because everybody came with it. Yeah, everybody brought their best stuff. It was good. I spit Joe's verses all the time because Joe is the best rapper that never made it. I love him because of how his mind works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like he says some shit that I can't even think of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you talk about complex.
Yeah.
His delivery was always a problem, and he never put enough work into that to be the greatest. But what he did give us was great. Like it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And Akil, I think he doesn't appreciate himself for what he brought
Kill
to the
and
table.
the thing, he sound good on them tracks, man. He
His
like
voice is
he hit
so
everything. He
yes.
don't miss.
His delivery is on
Yeah,
point. He doesn't miss.
he
He
don't miss.
catches the beat. He has the best voice. He has his energy is
Yeah,
so always there,
right. Like
and
I
he
can only
never.
imagine him at the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
absolutely. Oh God, he was the
on tour or
master of the
something.
stage. Yeah,
Oh,
and I think that he never had that confidence about how good he was because he was fucking great. And I get Howie's perspective too. When if you listen to that album from the outside looking in, man, Akil fucking shines. He
yep.
shines on Kicker Verse. And he
And
should
I
be
wish
he
I
should be
would
fucking proud of what he did.
right. And I wish we could have got Howie more. I know he had other obligations,
Yeah.
which I'm happy we got him on two for this album. I mean, we did a bunch of old shit together though, a lot of shit, but
Yeah. How he changed the complexity of a song. He was
because
great.
we got that. He embraced our Jamaican background. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Absolutely. And it's a necessary thing
He didn't,
because
and he didn't have to do that. He dove right because that's the culture's in us, and
yeah, and we needed it.
we needed it.
We needed it. And it was hot.
Yeah,
Like it was hot. Like we needed that. That sound was hot. He could do it. He was
yeah,
really good fucking good at it. And he would change the dynamic of a song immediately by bringing that because we weren't our audience wasn't expecting that. So the joints y'all hear Howie on, y'all ain't even ready for because when he'll come in and change
yeah.
the whole dynamic of a song, and that shit is 10 times better because of it.
Last thing before I get a shout outs and we end it. What's your favorite song on this joint?
It's either the first joint, which we should rename the Orientation,
Yeah.
or you're gonna laugh, but I Can't Get Over You is like that's my song.
That's
Dude.
you know what? That's
Love
everybody.
it.
Any female that listened to the album, that was their favorite joint.
That song is so well done,
I
dude.
understand why, but
It's
that's
well
every female's
done.
favorite joint.
It was done well. And
Yeah.
we put extra time into making that song on point.
Yeah.
Right? Like we didn't fuck around. You and I, like, so, no disrespect to Joe and Akil.
Yeah.
You and I spent extra time to make sure that
Yeah.
that fucking song was
Yeah.
flawless,
Oh, yeah.
and it was.
Yeah.
We ad-libbed the first part, right? Like I need to know you if it's on.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yep.
That was all ad-lib.
Yeah,
We was like,
uh-huh.
record that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that went into it. Catching the beat at the beginning, right? Like it took like 16 or 17 takes
Yeah.
to catch that shit, but we
Yeah.
got it. And the way that song comes together, man, that's a party jam right there,
Yeah.
man. So that's my favorite
Hey,
joint.
bro, I when I DJ'd, man, I would it's been a while, but I used to DJ before people get there. I would throw the kicker verse just to hear it loud. I'm like, this shit hit hard. Man.
Yeah, man.
It hit hard,
It's
dog.
a great car album.
Yeah.
Great car
Yeah.
album.
Either that lives in your car, or you got to have some good fucking headphones so you
Yeah,
can hear
your shit better be
just
bumping.
shit. Nah.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go. My favorite joint, man. I gotta say, like the first one wasn't my favorite, but Headhunters, the way it kicked off,
Yeah. That's because that beat, it's just
it's
so,
just like
razor sharp.
melodic,
man.
but you hear the bass coming in.
Yeah.
And they go,
Yes, sir. Headhunters.
and it'd be like,
Headhunters.
and then you just kick like,
It get you hyped up.
it
Definitely.
come on, and it takes you on a little ride, man, and it was
Yeah.
that one does it for me. That one always gives me goosebumps when I hear it, man.
Great
'Cause
song.
I feel the I feel the potential off that song. Like,
For sure.
damn, if somebody else could have heard this
Right.
the way,
That, yeah. That's
you
that
know.
one.
So in closing, man, let me give some shout outs.
No
Uh,
doubt.
you know, obviously I appreciate you doing this with me, man.
Dude, this was fun,
Yeah,
bro.
this was fun to chop it up about this album, man. And
Absolutely. Had a good time.
yeah, and I just hope everybody enjoys it. Give some honest feedback. I mean, we think it's dope. So regardless of what you think, we all
Yeah, like who gives a fuck what y'all think? No,
right.
seriously though. Hey, this is think about hearing College Dropout before some studio got a hold of it.
Yeah.
That's what this is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
uncut, unfiltered,
Yeah.
us at our rawest, no studio executives saying, "Oh, you got to take that
Yeah.
song down to 3 minutes."
Yeah. None of that shit.
Yeah, man, have fun, enjoy. The beat sounds so good. Listen to
Yeah.
this in your whip, and appreciate the time
Right.
and effort that it took to make something like this, because it's, to me, it's a masterpiece.
Yeah. And definitely. And shout out to our brothers, man. Akil,
Absolutely.
Joe, Howie.
Love y'all, man. My dudes.
Our sisters that was a part of the album. We haven't talked to y'all in so long, but if
Man.
some miraculous reason y'all can get a hold
Reach
of
out. Yes.
it.
I would love to see you all. I hope you have wonderful families.
Angela, aka Tui, Cozy.
doubt.
I can't remember Cozy's first name though. To say my
I don't remember either. So if you're listening to this,
Yeah.
find us.
Right.
So we can get you on a podcast
Yeah.
and do a reunion. We miss you guys. We
Right.
love you guys. You were amazing. And
Yeah.
a really special part to this album.
Exactly. And everybody was involved from Aunt Maggie, cousin Debbie, having a house.
Yes, sir.
R.I.P. Woon for being a supporter of this album.
Big Will always.
Tiffany for managing us at one point. Woon for managing us.
Definitely.
All of Jessica for being just a huge fan of ours. Our extended crew with Big Mike, Big E, Doc, First Mike, Ben.
Yes, sir.
Shit, I don't know if Darian heard. I don't remember Darian used to rap. I don't know if he heard this album though.
Terror Ride, big sleeve. I think we had a cipher with both of them niggas in Woon Band or something like that.
Shout out to Sean Siazi. Big shout out to our brother Trag, aka the
Big shout out.
God.
You doing
I
it,
wish
bro.
he was on this album, but
Doing it.
we just couldn't get him out in enough time. But
No doubt.
and I'm gonna post his page again on our stuff so people can check him out because he's all over Apple and Spotify and YouTube, all that shit.
Everywhere.
I feel like we miss who else we missing, man. They used to come to the lab and just
God, like I was
even just like BNI Stream Measures, man. The Midwest. Yeah, we could have got them on it though.
Yo.
Yeah.
JP, I gotta give a shout out to. We didn't get. I was gonna do my JP story from Columbia, but I know he was MCing. He was always at those events where we would come down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was huge in the hip hop scene.
Yes, he was.
And even the girl that Key and Joel knew, Lady Flipside, she heard. Obviously, she had to hear the fucking album to be
for sure
to want to invest in us to say, I want to manage you guys. And she was heavily deep into that hip hop scene. And unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to work with her. I don't know what happened with that relationship, but shout out to her. And she believed in us amongst a lot of other people. So we want y'all to just sit back, relax, listen, man, and enjoy. And we'll see y'all soon, man. Next episode be in 2 weeks. I think Triple gonna come on with us. And signing off, man. This is D Will.
That's what's up. It's your boy Jay, aka Chapter.
And peace and love from the faction. This is a special episode, and you about to listen to Kick a Verse. Peace.
Starting out, I kick a verse or something. It's the faction, delinquent production. Got you stuck to the flow like suction. We the microphone masters. Other crews ain't really saying nothing.
LMC starting out, I kick a verse or something. While you on the sideline, the revolution is coming. Some we 5 sick brothers and we spit with heat. Give your crew a hit of this so they can be complete.
So we dropped a few bars for y'all to get comfortable. The album is starting, make room cause we coming through.
A quote with metaphors, similes, verbs, and noun. Grab a seat, motherfucker, cause we starting now.
Hold up. All right.
Keep it going, kick a verse or something.
LMC, I kick a verse or something.
Chapter, kick a verse or something.
Delinquent, drop a beat or something.
Ill flow, kick a verse or something.
Triple, kick a verse or something.
First mic, kick a verse or something.
Doctor, kick a verse or something.
Big Boom, kick a verse or something.
Young Trag, kick a verse or something.
Big E, kick a verse or something.
Faction, kick a verse or something.
Competition thinner, it's the winter. Niggas enter the park, but they don't know the dark of the center. The center is the spot where metaphors and similes culminate. Now to head to the beat that you love to hate. A real MC gotta swallow his pride. It's hollow inside. You better come raw or you die. Embarrassment's the least of your worries. If the cipher know that you whack, the whole city know you ain't worthy. Step 1, recognize a battle from a session. Disrespecting is threatening. Your words are your weapons. Watch where you stepping and what crew that you repping. You might catch a blessing when you stand without question. Step 2, either written or spitting. Make sure it's skill, not rehearsed. You can hear it in your verse. When you switch it up too hard, trying to throw a curse just to get a little love from the crowd, it gets worse. Step 3, you only get one time to fuck up a punchline. You better walk away like it's lunchtime. Review material, make sure that they hearing you. If you come whack, you get ate quicker than cereal. Get soggy. Step number 4 is a hardy. Niggas will call you out if you dress like a softie. Don't rock a jiggy fake to a battle. That shit's too easy. Don't give them a reason to blast you. Step 5, relax, take their words with a grain of salt. If you win a battle, shake their hand, take your fame and walk. If you lose a battle, deal with it. It's the physics of defeat. And hope your name's still living in the streets.
It's the return of the one that leave your notebook stung. This song will leave you sprung before the words leave my tongue. Before it happened, strapped and waiting for ill rapping. Glued to the stage like you're reading closed caption. Sick on the mic, and dose is what I write. Maximum straight pills, so skill could get some ill. Overdose from a flow, didn't know hip hop can kill. Moving too fast, you ain't really standing still. The mic still my weapon, sick niggas spark the session. Lyrically confessing about the hip hop lesson. Holy water on ill flows is how I'm blessing. Name an MC that can run with the faction, can't spit. You rap like you got cotton mouth. Group of little rascals, you can call me Alfalfa. Without the hair, all I got is naps in the ball spot. Scorcher on the mic, and I'm blue flame hot.
It's like popping and locking. 1s and 2s, graffiti art, MCing, jazz and blues. It was born in New York, now the shit is universal. MCs get on the mic, freestyle with no rehearsal. We battling MCs, DJs, son, I love it. Some cats might grab the mic, yo, I hug it. I don't know about you, son. It's in my bones. I'm stalking hip hop, I can't leave it alone. It's like a drug once you're in it, yo. You're straight hooked. About 12 and 14, I was writing in my book, watching hip hop classic, Wild Style and Break It. In B Street, the rest of it had me debating whether to be an MC, DJ, a straight tag. Late night, I spent in my room studying the craft. Back in the days, it was done from the love and the art. Nowadays, you see a few cats that's coming from the heart. I'm 24 and just learning how to DJ. Check mic 1 2 1 2, fuck airplay. Breaking sun, I leave that for the professionals. Flex spin on their knee and back and neck for you. Graffiti artists, son, they beautify the streets. MCs, yo, we grab the crowd and empty seats. Hip hop growing and evolving like the human race. I love the mainstream, but the underground's a place. Hip hop, son, kid influenced the masses. Took over radio, TV, print, and fashion. I used to love her. Now she's my wife, and it ain't been the same since the best lost their life.
In the day and night, I have to big up and fight. No matter black or white, if out the went from another side. Man advice, man about to beg for your life. Man about to try to survive. One faction I call cool like a knife. Man lad have a right, feel come and shine on me light. When the yes are that tight, trouble and flex all they might. The best love them life, when trouble and kick off this side. Me come and deep off, but no way I can't alive.
Yeah, there you have
Lord, I miss mercy.
Some real MC.
Lord, I miss mercy.
Ripping shit. Dropping knowledge. This is what it's all about. Don't step in the cypher. You don't know what you're doing. Don't step in hip hop. You don't know what you're doing. Don't come in here fucking shit up.
We here, niggas. She here, nigga. We here, nigga. LMC, yo. When I was younger, they told me that I wouldn't be shitted. Now my flow's physical fitted, too sick to be committed. Niggas quit it. I stop you whack cats before you spit it. LMC's a lyrical blizzard. My style is studied in physics. There's no comparisons. To spit with me, visit a wizard. Everything I'm spitting is vivid. My shit is exquisite. I'm leaving niggas fidgeting, frigid. My shit is rigid. Suck my dick. You niggas coming shorter than a midget. You niggas talk about being dope, son. I live it. Niggas talk about getting skills, son, I give it, son, respect it. I show my skills off like they naked. Niggas better run for protection. I'm wrecking niggas in sections. My style's infected, so sick it should be lethal injected. The chapter fluid connection, delinquent spinning the record, yo check it. It's LMC, I'm making precision decision right through your wisdom with more patience than a million physicians. Keep it rocking, keep it moving, keep it live. That's how we do it. On and don't stop. Facts, you grab the mic, y'all better call the cops. Keep it rocking, keep it moving, keep it live. That's how we do it. On and don't quit. If I have to tell you one more time, it's yo, shit. My brother D came up with a beat I can't battle to. Now I'm forced to choose an alternate avenue. Normally I damage you with samples of the hardest lyrical inserts from a creative artist. Now we new edition. My position as an MC is to master the show. That's my mission. Verbally descriptive. Your brain is canvas for pictures. I write with the force of pharaohs making inscriptions. Decipher the encryption of an MC with the vision of two hawks. I spark every time my name is mentioned. Chapter the invention. Originally created for battles. Watch niggas scatter at the sound of my spittings. My position as an intellectual means I gotta string a hold on the mic and let it go. It never happen, never stop, we never quit. You're better off calling time out on some Weber shit. Keep it rocking, keep it moving, keep it live. That's how we do it. On and don't stop. Facts, you got the mic, y'all better call the cops. Keep it rocking, keep it moving, keep it live. That's how we do it. On and don't quit. If I have to tell you one more time, it's the shit. To penetrate the darkness, I was raised with the light, raised with the mic, spit the sun rays of my life. This has to be right. Feel the passion of what we write. Blazes, endless mazes, phrases, turn razors back to right. Antidotes I'm spitting causes mental condition. DJs keep mixing, the ciphers keep on spinning. Relax a minute. See these ladies keep grinning. It's in the atmosphere. 27K's life ending. Chop the LMC. Hell yeah, they winning. DN triple. Hell yeah, they winning. Track M first mic. Hell yeah, they winning. Big boom and cozy. Best believe that they winning. Spinning like a top in a religion that I'm not in. Combine thoughts together. We sick from the beginning to ending. We ending things like F.I.N. And we blend with a mixture similar to juice and gin, nigga. Keep it rocking, keep it moving, keep it live. That's how we do it. On and don't stop. Facts, you grab the mic, y'all better call the cops. Keep it rocking, keep it moving, keep it live. That's how we do it. On and don't quit. If I have to tell you one more time, it's the shit. being alive, levitating to the soul of the beat. The bass line is like a hole in the street, the way it drop in your mental. Poetic with my pencil, I create the break. I kicked it off when we ate the cake at your funeral, when fluid was doing you. The mood is usual suspects. Chapter fluid, illusional, live at your studio. When I'm doing the show, I'm making love. What's the difference? I spit a sentence that'll have you coming out of your drawers or out of your skills. I doubt you will try to test the kid when I'm about to chill. The mic I have is the most daunting of tasks. The flaunting of ass won't guarantee that you last. I can post deep throat quotes in the midst of assassination attempts, marinated in the thick of my scripts. The quicker I rip a line or two, the quicker I can read the thoughts through the sweat on your forehead when I'm rhyming you. My rhyme is through, your crew can start relaxing. If you hear a flow that's dope, then it's the faction. You know them pants too small, shorty tuck your ass in. If I ain't telling the truth, then why you laughing? Don't hate me, cause my mic skills are dope. I'm trying not to lose my flow. It's when I'm chillin', sometimes it makes me wonder what the real MCs is feeling. It's when I'm chillin', sometimes it makes me wonder what the real MCs is feeling.
Ill, recognize ill, you looking brand new. You fake nigga, I'm calling you out and your mans too. Ill MC, you gotta love how I speak. You don't want it, you wanna flow on by like shit up the creek. You need to sit and pay attention to me. Son, I love hip hop. Ain't you feeling how I speak to the beat? My nigga Fluid coming sick with the flows. Wanna spit against chapter here, eat you before and after the show. The link with tracks make you sick in the head. I embarrass you like grown ass man that still piss in the bed. To round it up, my nigga triple and trash. Nigga know the faction ill, so wrap it up and put the shit in the bag. Back to me, Ill MC is the name. Son, I'm ripping cruise shows and booths, so my dad is to blame. If ill recognize ill, you looking brand new. You fake nigga, I'm calling you out and your mans too.
Don't hate me, cause my mic skills are dope. I'm trying not to lose my flow. It's when I'm chillin', sometimes it makes me wonder what the real MCs is feeling. It's when I'm chillin', sometimes it makes me wonder what the real MCs is feeling.
I'm hot right now, just like I fuck fire. If I had a blowout, I still wouldn't retire. I'm tight like vice grips, you loose like broke pliers. 9-year hair, even after the beat expire. Same day delivery, better than Empire. Virgin to the mic, and I can't get no tighter. I'm a liar, these verses I spit get ranked higher. Heart the puffy comb, got hair like barbed wire. Cut you with my structure, I was born your sire. Hood rats follow me like the Pied Piper, not the aura. The fluid, double L up with the ire. Best line, Eddie Murphy quoted Richard Pryor. Next time he called, tell me, said suck my dick. I'm sick, I put it in there, yo, I don't care who gonna stop me. This rap city and I'm the mayor. I rhyme like time, on point every year.
Don't hate me, cause my mic skills are dope. I'm trying not to lose my flow. It's when I'm chillin', sometimes it makes me wonder what the real MCs is feeling. It's when I'm chillin', sometimes it makes me wonder what the real MCs is feeling. Broken glass everywhere. 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 Yo. Check it. Yo. It's the F.A.C.T.I.O.N. Bringing it to you live. It's the new stuff. Yo, get with it. Yo. Check the damages caused by the catalyst. A collective measured effort of rhymes, do the math with it. I'm an activist of this rap shit. I created a new level of ripping when I mastered it. I'm a bastard with a verse without beats. If the mic is my mother, then the track is what I have to get. Bring in the analysts, call judges and panelists. Faction taking over the shit. Clap your hands to this. I wanna rock to the third degree, verbally exquisite, superbly and diverse on my lyrics. The word and the spirit control you like when Afro had the planet rocking. The liquid beats is cold like Santa stocking. Unleash the mic with the dip in my clutch. The grip applies to crush when you fucking with us. Loving it, what? 30 cypher holding it down. If you all about $1, then I'm folding it now.
Fall back, sit down, be easy. Fall back, sit down, be easy. Fall back, sit down, be easy. Be strong, and hold it down. Be strong.
I'm like dynamite here in the wicked slick. To put me out, you gotta shoot out your best spit. It's curves in fact. If you come whack, you can't scat cat. Pray, here come my impact. Verbal slaughter, at least sound systems out of order. You're blown out within minutes of the first quarter. Toxic offer that cut from ear to ear. Beat you till you're drunk, clean you up, call me Belvedere. I leave you lying there like a murder victim. Forensics missing for clues to see what hit them. A pitch of wisdom, a pitch of venom. And this whack ass rhymes that made me wanna hit them. Hit you with alphabets, cabana, hurt your nerves. Dumb bastards running up, amazed by my words. Praise me like Neo, but I ain't gonna save your city. I'm here to rock mics, make seeds and stay pretty.
Fall back, sit down, be easy. Fall back, sit down, be easy. Fall back, sit down, be easy. Be strong, and hold it down.
I'm on fire on you bitch ass niggas. Thanks, Fluid. Now I'ma show you how to LMC do it. Find a cat slipping in the cypher, run through it. For good measures, eat the 6 niggas next to him. And pass it the chapter, I dare a nigga to flow after. Check any stadium, my mics are in the rafter. You lack the lyrical stamina, you amateur. Name the time and place, crew, son, I damage ya on hitting camera. Showtime and HBO, you niggas need to check your HMO. The sickest flow, step to me, bring your sickest hoe. To give me head while I finish you. On the scale of 1 to 10, yo, your rapping skill is minuscule. In layman terms, you ain't fucking with me. LMC never scared, making moves, son, I sleep on your beat.
Fall back, sit down, be easy. Fall back, sit down, be easy. Fall back, sit down, be easy. Be strong, and hold it down. Be strong,
Chicago.
Chapter, merciless monster, microphone masters. Heard the first nigga with balls to call me out. Intellectual art, I spark entertainment. Even battle my crew, we got no arrangements. Gangsta niggas I know to most men is dangerous and never pick up the mic. They like perfect strangers, never out of my reach, achieve multiple ranges. If you make it to halftime, make changes. A real MC can attack from all angles. I kick a verse that I heard the Star Spangled Banner. I will hand you a defeat reminiscent of Napoleon at war. Where's my manners? Let me introduce myself. I'm the kid with the take a picture. You forgot your camera. You probably heard of me. The last kid who disregarded the caution tape for life needed surgery.
Hey yo, niggas get broke up like Badu and Calm. LMC rep the shine from the wild hunted son. Yo, the dude is ill, and he walk with a swagger. The freestyle is stainless steel just like a dagger. My lyrics punch a mic like a needle through your arm. In battles, niggas panic like I'm setting off alarms. Spit some dough on the best, 5 ghost writers alive. Take a look at my squad, I got 4 to 5. On tracks I flip out like Jesse White tumblers. I can't stop eating them seeds, it's just my hunger. Then your mama tell you not to play with fire, it's the hotness. The sick niggas always on my side like my pockets. Niggas couldn't sleep with me if they was narcoleptic. I spit niggas break like a cheap contraceptive. Yo, I grab niggas, smush up they shit like clay. Yo, I'm ill, son, too good for words. Sadate.
Yo, I got lyrics that can move a foundation. And one saying I destroy your whole rap nation. Subtract your population and begging for salvation. Read all your fake niggas like applications. The creation I'm making, it takes patience. Only good head can break my concentration. Track so thick, I bust with no hesitation. Rebel ejaculation on beats the liquid's making. Stomp you to hibernation just for rhyme faking. Blocks vibrate, won't stop till my foot's aching. That's the violation, being whack on my occupation. Rebel operation, lyrical elimination. You know what you're facing, it's small like abbreviations. I'll flow the floor, you got a good imagination. Post up the mic, I put it in the isolation. To defeat me, need a creation made by radiation. Some strange mutation, hold the power of levitation that kill our nation with the clones that it's raising. It will never happen, so I continue blazing. Microphone lacing, rhymes is top rank placing. No expiration, I'm fresh cut and truly amazing. Leave the mind shaking with the sick word playing. DJ record waving to put us in rotation. My skill is endless, I overcook you and call it Cajun. Lay it on me. Bleed. It's the family. Sick niggas. Ill flow. LMC. Chapter. Delinquent. Triple. First mic. Yo. Doctor. Big boom. Yeah. My joint stings the nerve and flows like fluid. Styles undisputed and the underground nuisance. Spit the live acoustics, get you higher than Houston. Whitney or niggas down south that be shooting. Don't matter, beat up fake MCs like batter. Piss on them C's like I have no bladder. All cats scatter with thoughts merged together. Styles get fatter than da. Excuse me, I couldn't find a road to fit, so I just made up and rumbled off some shit. It don't matter though, watch I crack heads like pistachios. Blackout, my third eye shine like it's in the glow. I'm into you with the option of an alternate scene. Director's cut back your team getting into things like badass kids working over like some ribs. Fuck table matters, write my dick on baby bills.
I got 99 verses for sale, dig deeper. Son, I'm deadlier than anthrax and ether. You eat me, it's pork flying, it's hell froze. Do what you hit by one of Malone's elbows. Must have been, I got a lava's flow. Son, your girl head good, she give a marvelous blow. Believe the name, I'm an underground veteran. My skills is hot, etc. Get some etc. Think with the speed that'll break the sound barrier. My style's like a picture, niggas are French terriers. I do you quit while chapter spit you an epic. I'm eating son, you babies couldn't even fucking digest it. Son, I'm deep like the voice of Barry White and Wheezy. Competition eating you was easy. I took out a couple bars to put this in my flow.
It's like fuck grandma, fuck the drum kit. I can get paid just to grab the microphone and say some dumb shit. Fuck knowledge, fuck a rhyme scheme, nah I mean. Fuck them kids who dream the way that I dream. I could be a whack MC and get rich. Fuck not calling my sister a bitch. Fuck a kiss, fuck an embrace, fuck my black face. Y'all niggas is pussy, you know how to back taste. I eat pussy every day, I know how to whack taste. Fuck a metaphor, fuck checking the score. Only winners keep score like pimps keeps the whores in stock. Place your order at the end of the block. Place your lips at the end of my cock. You can suck till the whackness stops when your album drops. Soon, the bombs will drop like it's Jap Day. What goes around will come around like my dad say. I bust niggas like acne, your blood is the pus. Fuck a predicate term, acne spread like a germ. You'll be dead when you learn. Hit wonder, I would say one, but the label took it under its wings. Fuck the fat girl who can sing. You rather sound a talentless skinny chick with a lisp. At the pearly gates, you get hit with the list. To the darkness I used to spark with, not where the art is. You wanna battle for skills? See Akil. Title I-double-L MC. Fuck chapter, he ain't even really that tight. Who the fuck he think he is? You're probably right. Fuck giving back to the community. Fuck being prepared for a battle reviewing steps 2 and 3. Usually I can spit at whack niggas for hours, but I'm really getting bored with this shit. I need to know you if it's all hold up. I need to know you if it's all hold up. I need to know you if it's all hold up. I need to know you if it's all hold up. I need to know you if it's all hold up. I need to know you if it's all hold up. I need to know you if it's all hold up. I need to know you if it's all hold up.
Listen, pull your chair back, yo, I'm looking at love. You got me feeling warm inside like a grip of a hug. What's your name, love? You bring a spark to the dark. I know Cupid must be here cause you're hurting my heart. Yo, you beautiful, from your hair follicles to cuticles. And me being with you, love, is only suitable. Come on, let's hit the dance floor and glide for a while. Girl, you got an MC wanna change your style. Girl, I ain't high, but you got a dude walking on clouds. She made the hardest thug nigga wanna bust out a smile. Got me singing prototype, I want you bearing my child. Got me flowing in your ear like the crest of a Nile. I hope you're feeling me, love, cause I'm digging on you. You got me sick in the head, I'm coming down with a flu. Step over here, let me show you to the rest of the crew. Cause I
need to know you if it's all that I do. Excuse me, miss, can I talk to you? And if it's alright, can I walk with you? I gotta say, I need to know you if it's all that I do. Excuse me, miss, can I talk to you? And if it's alright, can I walk with you? I gotta say, check it, like a scene from a movie. I step to you truly with artistic expressions of the words flowing through me. To the point of contact, we laugh and we smile. I could walk a half a mile just to rap for a while to your style. Levels unmatched, cannot negotiate just a moment of your time to spit a rhyme. With the grip, strip the multiple pimps, enticing fragrance, description of vintage. Your existence is the explanation for dope. Normally not like this, out chasing a hope, erasing a quote. Love is blind, I can see clearly. Anyone ever tell you you're beautiful? Not nearly enough times. Object of affection, let me be it. I can talk to you with the same passion I free with. If you hit a beat, kid, then follow the rhythm. This is spontaneity, opposite of assist. I never step to a woman while I'm out on the street corner. Just chill, not trying to put the heat on you. Just trying to tell you that I think you're looking good, baby. And let my crew know you're back in town like Sugar. I need to know you if it's all that I do. Excuse me, miss, can I talk to you? And if it's alright, can I walk with you? I gotta say, I need to know you if it's all that I do. Excuse me, miss, can I talk to you? And if it's alright, can I walk with you? I gotta say,
she was attractive, her old classics and love ballads. Her name's Lala, born and raised in Paris. Sexy with no makeup, wore the best fabrics. South African, her beauty endless labyrinth to walk through. Top of dame you'll love to talk to. Sing and spit flows, her rap name was 1-2. After watching B Street, we cardboard and concrete. Show me how to break, I develop our own technique. Showed her how to rock the mic in different ways to spit. In the crib up north, we practice. In the basement, had her first battle, I had to eat it quick. I laughed in the face and we shared our first kiss. Found out she was a virgin as a #1 pick. So we kissed for 2 hours like we was back in middle school. And that's cool. I can hold back till she relaxed. And when it happened, I felt that ultimate climax.
I need to know you if it's all that I do. Excuse me, miss, can I talk to you? And if it's alright, can I walk with you? I gotta say, I need to know you if it's all that I do. Excuse me, miss, can I talk to you? And if it's alright, can I walk with you? I gotta say, I need to know you if it's all that I do. Excuse me, miss, can I talk to you? And if it's alright, can I walk with you? I gotta say, I need to know you if it's all that I do. Excuse me, miss, can I talk to you? And if it's alright, can I walk with you? I gotta say, I need to know you if it's all, hold up. I need to know you if it's all, hold up. I need to know you if it's all, hold up. I need to know you if it's all, hold up. I need to know you if it's all, hold up. I need to know you if it's all, hold up. I need to know you if it's all, hold up. I need to know you if it's all, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. And we out.
We hunt MCs tonight.
Run head for the hills. Our lack of skills has been exposed. They know about the lies we've been putting in our flows, and we never really cared about hip hop. Just the dough, now they pissed. When they spit rhymes, they don't miss. The sick shit is when you get hit with the gift. Must escape, shoot for the gate. Run for your life before the faction take it away.
The illest is here, niggas is tied like a Michelin. LMC, my flows in line, son, they discipline. I baptized the mic, today is his christening. I'm emailing flows to the impaired listening. Sun ripped the show and leave the crowd glistening. Hip hop wasn't complete, then it met me the missing link. MCs wanted with me, step into the chamber. Everything out of my camp is a banger. My words wrap around your throat like a strangle. I got chopping fluid with me, I got an angle. I come from the underground, shine like a spangle. The liquid beats is heavenly, sound like an angel. Whack MCs sliding out this game, they got no traction. Hiding in the back of the cypher, scared of action. My crew are the owners of this, and we taxing. You looking for the truest MCs, that's the faction. We hunting MCs tonight.
Run head for the hills. Our lack of skills has been exposed. They know about the lies we've been putting in our flows, and we never really cared about hip hop. Just the dough, now they pissed. When they spit rhymes, they don't miss. The sick shit is when you get hit with the gift. Must escape, shoot for the gate. Run for your life before the faction take it away.
I step in this game, ladies scream like an opera. Too many pussies up in this game, I see the cock of ya. You couldn't see me with some telescope binoculars. You trying to make it in this game and we stopping ya. Too many whack MCs in here and we hunting dudes. The underground is taking over on you frontin' crews. The faction coming for that ass nigga, hit the bricks. And we touching motherfuckers like a stripper tit. Hunting MCs tonight.
Run head for the hills. Our lack of skills has been exposed. They know about the lies we've been putting in our flows, and we never really cared about hip hop. Just the dough, now they pissed. When they spit rhymes, they don't miss. The sick shit is when you get hit with the gift. Must escape, shoot for the gate. Run for your life before the faction take it away.
Watch it get ugly, make all these cats love me. I'm a lyrical legend, hop on the stage and touch me. Raps do 32 laps on tracks. Can't keep up with that, your lungs might collapse. It's this ill flow and an ill brother. Use your plastic around your CD cover just to smother. All you whack fuckers is close in my direction. Killing yourself is your only protection. From the ram spreading, faction sound ejection. Go on channel 7 to the roar they affected. Nigga, that's why the floor was appointed. To spit lyrical ointment in your ear for enjoyment. Lyrical slugs penetrate the best earplug. Fuck lyrical ointment, my rhymes are harder drugs. Scientists broke it down to see what it's made of. A bunch of ill thinkers and dust from Colombia. So, What the fuck were you thinking when you woke up? Grab your rabbit's foot, kissed it, then you stepped up. The fluid, the grade, your whole style get ate. Marking on your calendar, make it the holiday. Call the president, I flow smoothly. Fuck the other shit, to bring your girl around. One of us gonna pull the bitch you wish. I fall off every time I spit a rap. Just all your punchlines fucking hit like love taps. You a lobster, I put rubber bands in your hands so it won't expand. Grab the mic out the stand, goddamn man. When I die, bring my classics. Already bought the casket and autographed it. Yours truly, you can't fix your mouth to fucking boo me. I can't fix my mouth to say that you move me. See the mic recently, yeah, it's kinda gooey. I just don't spit, young lad, I hawk loogies.
We hunting MCs tonight.
Run head for the hills. Our lack of skills has been exposed. They know about the lies we've been putting in our flows, and we never really cared about hip hop. Just the dough, now they piss. When they spit rhymes, they don't miss. The sick shit is when you get hit with the gift. Must escape, shoot for the gate. Run for your life before the faction take it away.
We hunting MCs tonight.
Run head for the hills. Our lack of skills has been exposed. They know about the lies we've been putting in our flows, and we never really cared about hip hop. Just the dough, now they piss. When they spit rhymes, they don't miss. The sick shit is when you get hit with the gift. Must escape, shoot for the gate. Run for your life before the faction take it away.
We hunt, 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 we hunt MCs tonight. We hunt MCs tonight. We hunt MCs tonight. We hunt MCs tonight. Son, I'ma fight for the cause or die trying. If you look inside of me, you see the heart of a lion. We sitting here blindfolded by our own choice. You think it revolution, but you not using your voice. We corrupt in the hoods, pushing crack to the youth. Hit them with a gat, tell them cock back and shoot. I'm telling you, they done brainwash my people. Got you thinking you lesser man, you're equal. Break free from them chains, we built America. With black people unite, they get scared of ya. We need to start teaching our youth about self-love. Too many fake gang-banging ass thugs. Let's get real, you niggas act this and soft. I'm igniting your mind like a Molotov. Cause when the people unite, ain't no sitting on the bench, kid. When the people army is here, I'm the first one to listen. Cause when the people unite, ain't no sitting on the bench, kid. Cause when the people army is here, I'm the first one to listen. And listen, and listen.
Yo, my people, I think it's time we strive for something better than having the cars, than having the clothes, than having our children losing their self-respect. Cause we building false hope for millions, but it's not lost for us. So put your hands in your mind in the book. Tell your brother if you feel one line in the hook, we can make it. The sun that keeps shining.
It was like me, it was like you, it was like us, who, me and you. What should I do about this lifetime? Sit back and just recline or rhyme on some serious topics like projects for people who've been rejected for many circumstances. My standards will lead all strong ones with some sort of cancer. Can y'all handle this answer? Number 3, Jersey, not in Philly, but this nigga from the Windy City. I used to be at church like every single Sunday, but nowadays I say to myself, I'll be back one day. Not saying I don't believe in God, but these days the society is too damn high. Shit, jewelry, women, clothes, and cars. I want that, but my job's telling my salary I can't have it. I gotta work like every day of the week. That's fucked up, cause these niggas on the street make way more than me. They say a college education's where it's at, but when it comes to that, you gon' CD on the map. Maybe a few years down the road, but until then, the world still
My
be left
people,
untold.
I think it's time we strive for something better than having the cars, than having the clothes, than having our children losing our self-respect. Cause we building false hope for millions, but it's not lost for us. Put your hands in your mind in the book. Tell your brother if you feel one line in the hook, we can make it. The sun that keeps shining.
I was hurt by words,
filled with passion. Multiply the pain, there's no satisfaction. Far from cold, I can heat it like a book of matches. And my book matches theory of my ancestors. Cold like child molesters, thief poses, beggars, rapists, player haters, and non-innovators. So-called educators, no degree that's major. Only call to your savior when you're hurt and twitching. Teaching the system that don't want to listen. Kids down over small things just to bling bling. Deaf to knowledge, didn't hear the ring of the school bell. See, they want us to fail. First is life in jail, some say this only hell. Girls send a tale, support kids and pay the bills. Skip assumptions, the real is what I'm wanting. A dream into something, it's your mental that's frontin'. We went from standing Afro-American life to nothing. Got bullets flying over my head like aircraft, skin blast. As I take the deepest breath, I exhale and take the best that I have left. Words hit the mic, escape the speaker and stuff. I touch the heart like a diamond that breaks death. Let's invest. Are you awoke? Let's build. We all miseducated like Lauryn Hill.
My people, I think it's time we strive for something better than having the cars, than having the clothes, than having our children losing their self-respect. Cause we building false hope for millions, but it's not lost for us. Put your hands and your mind in the book. Tell your brother if you feel one line in the hook, we can make it. The sun that keeps shining for my people. I think it's time we strive for something better than having the cars, than having the clothes, than having our children losing their self-respect. Cause we building false hope for millions, but it's not lost for us. Put your hands and your mind in the book. Tell your brother if you feel one line in the hook, we can make it. The sun that keeps shining for my people.
Waiting for something amazing. Yeah, it's the faction. Alien production, cold stocking. Illusion, chapter, ill flow, delinquent. On the phone with a chick, she said I stopped blazing. Call hip hop and ask for motivation. Chain waving, gangsta faking, sitting on deck, waiting for something amazing. On the phone with a chick, she said I stopped blazing. Call hip hop and ask what's my motivation. Chain waving, gangsta faking, sitting on deck, waiting for something amazing. Waiting for something amazing. Waiting for something amazing. Waiting for something amazing. Waiting. I've been waiting long enough, kid, and I'm fed up. Everyone's Tupac remix, keep your head up. We need to change the game, too many sound the same. Every CD, fast songs, and you're blang, blang. What a hole, costs more than your fools for gold. Don't understand that, maybe you need to let go. You got rappers out there that think they God. You got rappers out there that think they hard. I beat your ass and make your punch like a leotard. In the industry, real MCs sound odd. Like your 3000s, like your black dogs, like your most deaths and your commons. They spit shit that hard to dodge like bird droppings. Too many whack MCs, super strong and not stopping. Everyone's street, but I can tell when you're faking. Sorry, lack on the fact to spit. Some amazing. On the phone with a chick, she said our style's blazing. Call hip hop and ask for motivation. Chain waving, gangsta faking, sitting on deck, waiting for something amazing. On the phone with a chick, she said our style's blazing. Call hip hop and ask what's my motivation. Chain waving, gangsta faking, sitting on deck, waiting for something amazing.
I got nothing amazing at this point in time, but when I'm on the grind, I can spark at a drop of a dime. I rhyme fast and slow, I usually produce, but I always perform it at a faction show. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Grab the mic, hold it tight until the crowd starts to shout. And that's what I represent. A crew that's on some real hip-hop shit. And
hey, yo, I rock like Metallica. Smash mics in half like I'm Gallagher. Fucking with the squad, then I damage ya. 8 niggas for years with the stamina. LMC, I leave niggas stiff like a mannequin. Yo, I'm the #1 contender and a champion. Niggas think they fucking with the kid, yo, it can't be done. I left a little shit up on your girl, nigga, can't become.
On the phone with a chick, she said I start blazing. Call hip hop and ask for motivation. Chain waving, gangsta faking, sitting on deck, waiting for something amazing. On the phone with a chick, she said I start blazing. Call hip hop and ask what's my motivation. Chain waving, gangsta faking, sitting on deck, waiting
Yo,
for something
my
amazing.
position as an intellectual was mostly taken lightly. Pimps, players, and gangsters was trying to fight me. Writing about how we need to get our shit tight. My head was in my books, bedtime past midnight. My associates, street niggas, most of them was holding shit. Guns, weed, whatever was appropriate. One he hoes screaming, baby daddy, they was mad at me. I wouldn't mess with them, smarter than the rest of them. Formatted my style so I wouldn't have to test the gun. It's common knowledge, shoot right above the vest and run. It was like, it was me and my mic. Me and my bitch wasn't tight, we would fuck or we fight. Either you slinging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. Or spitting flame shit that'll make your lungs hot. With the funds like I'm hustling for my time. Fuck the right rhyme, weed fucking with my sight line. Gifts from heaven, mic skill in my possession. What's to be the studio gangster, I went in depression. Wasn't my steed, though I felt that shit with ease. I was sick with it, like I had a fucking disease. I'm on my knees, begging Lord, show me a sign. When it's the time, let me know my flow is divine. With divinity, I can flow for infinity. I turn to the streets looking for some sympathy.
Waiting for something amazing. Waiting for something amazing. Waiting for something amazing. Waiting for something amazing. Waiting, waiting for something amazing.
New shit.
Faction.
Dirty cipher.
Blazing cats.
Murdering niggas. Wanna spit with illusion and cozy? Come on, y'all get focused. Wanna spit with chapter and fluid? Come on, y'all get focused. Y'all niggas ain't ready. Gotta beat the production they need. Come on, y'all get focused. Gotta show dirty cipher ain't there. Come on, y'all get focused. Wanna step in the cipher, better spit with skills. There's MCs up in here that'll snatch your deals. Yo, I'm good with 16s, but I'm sick with 8s. When the facts hit the cipher, we equipped with plates. Just in case a whack nigga wanna spit shit warm, I nut all over his face like a chicken porn. So I do this by myself or I bring my team. Come on, Cozy, show these niggas how we reign supreme.
I got my niggas with me, who the fuck gon' be the next one to step up and play a hate on me? This shit is fucked up, homie. How many niggas gonna lie on they dick, say they did that and this and ain't did shit? That's alright, cause when you done, nigga, I'ma be the bitch to creep up in your room while you sleeping, dreaming while you bleeding. This for them pussy ass niggas that be talking like some bitches ain't got shit else to do, so they just make a wish.
Wanna spit with illusion and cozy? Come on, y'all get focused. Wanna spit with chopper and fluid? Come on, y'all get focused. Gotta beat the production they need. Come on, y'all get focused. Gotta show dirty cipher ain't there. Come on, y'all get focused.
Yo, my crew lava. I grip the microphone like pliers. You couldn't break out this cipher if you team with MacGyver. You rap cats is whack. I put your ass in the torture rack. You ain't got the strength to support a guy. Lyrically supporting it. Give my nigga pound like one to twin activate. When you on the mic, you wanna spit. Whack niggas have to wait. Chapter 8, the whole lineup. Nigga, your timing's time up. J Thriller sick with the rhymes wet. Intellectual art. I'm leaving crews left with the dark. Y'all niggas stink like the best of a part. Bubblegum rap, nigga, your style is chump. I treat you like I treat sex. I could give a fuck without question. I get open like 7-Eleven Slurpees. You ain't got a weapon to hurt me. Got my man LMC, you feeling me? It's simply your whack style got me thinking differently.
Wanna spit with illusion and cozy? Come on, y'all get focused. Wanna spit with chapter and fluid? Come on, y'all get focused. Gotta beat the production they need. Come on, y'all get focused. Gotta show dirty cipher ain't there. Come on, y'all get focused.
Started off as friends, me and my mans deep in the van. Destination house party, throwing my damn room driving. I'm in the back just vibing. D on the phone, chapter illusion, freestyling the instrumental. Wu-Tang, can it be all so simple? Finally got there, we parked behind a rental. Between the chick thighs, what I'm trying to get into. I'm not picky, I be satisfied with some mental. Heads turning, soon as he walked in, we burning. Cozy on the floor, girls waiting for they turning to dance with the crew. while sipping on some brew. I bumping a couple of chicks that my neighbor knew. They was pissed. He said I ran them and their crew. A hater posing as a player. Damn, he had me fooled. Lying on my dick so he could probably hit. Hating on me for this bust down bitch. What
Wanna
is this?
spit with illusion and cozy? Come on, y'all, get focused. We ain't going nowhere, no. Wanna spit with chapter and fluid? Come on, y'all, get focused. Gotta beat the production AD. Come on, y'all, get focused. Got a so dirty cipher ain't there. Come on, y'all, get focused. Wanna spit with illusion and cozy? Come on, y'all, get focused. Wanna spit with chapter and fluid? Come on, y'all, get focused. Gotta beat the production AD. Come on, y'all, get focused. Got a so dirty cipher ain't there. Come on, y'all, get focused. Sitting on the throne, baby. Sitting on the motherfucking throne, nigga. These niggas small, baby. Small town, nigga. Niggas ain't ready. We here, baby. Liquid on the track, baby. 30 cipher. Triple. Let's go. We doing it.
Headhunters. The headhunters. Yo, you wanna be the #1 contender? Thriller's version of Mom Bender. I spit another ender. My lyrics penetrate through your placenta. I'm cold as the winter. Great adventure, hit hard like Barry Minter. Fluid turn on the blender. These motherfuckers wanna battle for money and they skills ain't even on the agenda. They better call they mama. A bunch of hole in their armor. These niggas corral around me like I'm a lyric farmer. And they ask the cattle. I'm on McDonald of Chicago. Pussies follow the ones who we last the battle. Lyrical ammo, hotter than flammable. You jerk offs to get left with nothing but coming in hand like Randall. It won't be gentle. I rip through your mental with poetical pencils. Niggas thinking they hard, they really fickle. Verbally, perfectly, I murder thee. Competition, stop to listen and say my name like you heard of me. J Thriller, nigga. Trash killer, nigga. I fucking run through your crew like a Brita filter. Ancestor of the gun that killed Hitler, nigga. I fucking nut on your style like a stripper picture. Your crew will hit the ground so fast it's like they tipped the Richter. I could drop 100 bars and won't forget to rip ya. Fuck a skinny bitch, I'm going for the bigger sister. My back bend it like Beckham when I lift a bitch up.
Are you crazy, retarded, or mentally dumb? Bow to us and we'll eat you till your tongue get numb. You ain't skillful, nice, or tight with the flow. After one of us rip you, bust you down like a hoe. The mic don't have to be on for me to bond with the song. Leave you sprung off one word without using my tongue. Grabbing the head of control, won't let go, still traveling. Underground mastering, many levels of battling. Heard I was your favorite MC, your crew tattling. Said you had a lot, but nigga, it was unraveling. Don't even get sick no more, illusion do that. Hit you with words to hurt your nerves, but you knew that. If your skills was liquor, you couldn't get a baby drunk. If your crew was bullies, you could punk out a punk. If the track had a smell, you'd be a spray of a skunk. Your style TV show, Fair Seven House, full of junk. You whack fuck, I couldn't feel you if you was fucking me. I mean lyrically, don't take what I say seriously. Get it out your head mentally. Do you like that chick or misery? Break both your angles, won't want to hear from that shit lately. It's fluid, baby.
Okay, I guess y'all got that point right there, you know what I'm saying? Facts not always run shit, you know what I'm saying? Represent the Midwest, Chicago, it's in the house right now. In the cold stocking, you know, we trying to just lay some hip-hop shit on the ground from the basement. Check it.
You don't want it with the LMC, that's what chapter meant. LMC, I'm the shit, you can smell a scent. The landlords of this game, nigga, pay your rent. Evicted niggas out this game, nigga, pitch a tent. I got an ill lyrical that'll crack cement and shut down niggas label like I'm 50 Cent. You got pussies on your team, better sniff your man. We roll up on you 6 deep, we ain't the fucking band. You hear that nigga spit that shit, he the fucking best. F.A.C.T.I.O.N lead ciphers in a bloody mess. I got the illest team here, nigga, check the squad. You think your crew a little ill, that's just a big mirage. Son, I burn cats deep with my razor gamma. I'm a ill 16, kinda like my Tanner. You see me beat, I must be pulling my dick. Next time, take a look at which direction you spit.
Boy, here we all haunt them, scab them and hang them. Faction up on a level, no one know they can on them. Boy, flash off a magnum, but a man them have condom. Well, if a F.A.C.T.I.O.N, they ready for face up me shotgun. Now me on faction, not go stun, we done ready gun them. Place me on the hunt, as the hell hunt, and me all hunt them. Me and faction done ready for run them. Belang and I know say triple, go scab them and hang them. Kill them at random, them family abandoned. Chuck out them flat like man exiled to an island. With the wind and go shy land, with the chilling go by land. I'm taking out your suckers without ever I try, man. Listen to high, man, cause the word I no lie, man. Head hunter up on the hunt, and if you try, then you'll die, man. Like piece of the pie, man, we're consumed by your white man. That will affect your fuck when a hoodie your crew will get bug pan. The hell, man, the hell, man, the hell, man, the hell, man. Triple up on the mic, I mean say triple up on the flow. The link up on the track for this year, 2 or double foe.
It's the headhunters, the headhunters, the headhunters, the headhunters, the headhunters, the headhunters, the headhunters. It's the headhunters, 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 the headhunters. It's the occasionally I sit in the booth and I think about how I'm gonna win, so I grab me a drink. But the drink ain't helping me to reach my cheek, so I grab my notebook and I vibe with D. Occasionally I sit in the booth and I think about how I'm gonna win, so I grab me a drink. But the drink ain't helping me to reach my chin, so I grab my notebook and I vibe with D. People say, Chapter, you ill, your fucking lyrics too good. You keep the party rocking like an orthopedic boot would. And relevance, master of ceremonies is elegance. Faction move the crowd out the way like we elephants. My arrogance is stemmed from the birth canal. My style versus style will leave you with a spit that can be heard for miles. Dope beats that allow me to compete with game spitters and street hustlers. Hope the streets love ya. Deep cover under the sheets when I feet rub ya. To the ladies that was down for a deep brother, I create rhymes, poetry, metaphors, analogies, and simile, and more in my repertoire. I'll better score if you know what's good for ya. I smack niggas for fun, better hire a hood lawyer. J to the not hover, get your mind sober. You're gonna respect the law before my rhyme's over. Too many whack MCs and not enough time to issue the smackdown. I spit in multiple lines. That fake thugs and fake heads get burnt like baked bread. If Mike's skills was closed, y'all niggas is naked. I'm rocking 20 pairs of wife beaters and boxers, 10 pairs of jeans, 10 sweatshirts and a parka, 2 pairs of jeans that I got from Foot Locker, and submitting safety pin in my sleeves. Thank you, mama. Real heads shouldn't have to put up with this shit. I'ma pass the microphone so my nigga can spit. And to those who offended cause they know it's the truth, I'ma sit my black ass right back in the booth. Occasionally I sit in the booth and I think about how I'm gonna win, so I grab me a drink. But the drink ain't helping me to reach my chin, so I grab my notebook and I vibe with D. Wanna spit bullshit like your style is tough? Yo, the real heads had enough. You better go now. Still talking about how you got money and chains. All you motherfuckers sound the same. You better go now.
Enter a new dimension of rhyme. Enter a new dimension of rhyme. Enter a new dimension of rhyme. Enter a new dimension of. Yo, I got flows to make the earth stop spinning. Spine bending, career ending from tracks that's hitting. Terrific lyricists, some get lost from a sentence. Ridiculous, forensics traced it back to liquid. How dare you say I lost my venom? I slowed it down the speed cause I wanted you to get them. But you feel me, can hit mix with 20 shots to Baileys. And absolute, get your ghost rider off the booth. Rap goon, like both of your ass like raccoons. If I see you, you're through. But I know what you're gonna do. Go to the house and call up your crew. You wussy, you probably got a dish in your pussy. Microphone ripper, fake nigga bend the rock armor. Separate like a comma, the best line dropper. I oughta slap your papa for not rocking a condom. Joe to the M to the Carter, warn your partner.
Wanna spit bullshit like your style is tough? Yo, the real heads had enough. You better go now. Still talking about how you got money and chains. All you motherfuckers sound the same. You better go now.
Yo, I'm a poet on the mic, my words are touch your mental. I was sent to watch over this game just like a sentinel. Yo, it's easy, son. I flip metaphors and similes. I run all over the track just like a centipede. Think it over, son, before you try to step to me. Delinquent at the controls and LMC's the weaponry. Bombing at any whack crew that wanna stand up. You wanna spit a verse, but nigga, put your hand up. While the teacher's blessing the session, you better study your lesson. I'm stressing to you freshmen, I'm LMC and I'm testing. These whack cats who think they flow is off the meter. I eat the worst nigga in your crew, then the leader. And step into your venue and take over the show. And how your crew screaming out, we got to go.
Wanna spit bullshit like your style is tough? Yo, the real heads had enough. You better go now. Still talking about how you got money and chains. All you motherfuckers sound the same. You better go now. Chicago summer, trying to make my way to the lake. Getting hot up in the lab, I decided to skate. Don't know why, most of my bills is overweight. But I gotta get out of this place, I can't breathe. As I proceed to hit the corner gently, I pause for this African queen pushing a Bentley. She said she need a moment of my time so I can simply take a look under the hood, so I attempted the task of frontin'. I puffed in my chest, not a mechanic, but I stated Holiday Express. No clue what I'm doing, but I make it look like I do. By the way, my name is Chapter. Oh, my husband too, she replied. You gotta be shitting me in my eyes. My expression only, not vocally, my testimony. But she was just kidding, we both lied. I spit some bullshit about her engine, then I'm hitting. We in the back of the bin, the windows black with the tint. As it concealed the way that I'm smacking them hips. Wore a hat so she won't have Similac in her tits. Maybe too graphic, I apologize, it's out of habit. So we shared the magic, but I lost the number. I never saw her again that summer or any other. I knew our time together wouldn't last, but that's cool, cause all I really wanted was some ass. And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone. What's happening, brown sugar? Say you look so good today. It look like you need to be here with me. Me and you, girl. Let's do this, ma. I can see you right in my repertoire. Shorty, you gas me. Classy, sassy, jazzy, ashy. Ashy, ashy, lastly, you heavenly. You feel the same way, well then let it be. I know you're feeling me, it's telepathy. Step with me, attacking full breach with that weaponry. Chill with a cat who lyrics sicker than leprosy. Especially, you're beautiful, mentally, physically, spiritually, sit with me. Let's break down the physics, it's the chemistry. Your brown skin, white smile, make me wanna chill a while. The way that your body proportion look like you should bear my child. Be my wife, share my life, eternity, not just a night. I'm climbing the ladder of love until my body's out of sight.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
And she came with the same type game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
Rain was her name, shipped in for an exchange. Brown skin tone, long hair, slim frame. No drop of makeup, her face was perfect plain. It's strange, every dude she dated was all lames. This one's easy, I need 1/4 a game. Matter of fact, none, she was happy when I came. Conversed for an hour, her hobbies collecting flowers. Her life's born and dead till I came and gave her power. Life's hard enough being different from the norm. If you can't stand your name, I'm the light after your storm. You can rain on me, and I can take all your wetness, bag it and collect it.
You got charm like a necklace.
So let me put it on you so we can both shine. I play with live bait with a continuous line. But like fish on crack rock, she had me hooked. When she gave me head, I quickly tossed my black book. Shit.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name.
And she came with the same tight game, the type of dame giving out the fake cell phone and name. Peace.
Y'all know by now, we the greatest and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's go out to all y'all motherfuckers who whack as fuck, who ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? To all the MCs who below our levels, you know, to all them trick ass hoes. Fuck y'all too. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Ooh.
Step right up, hurry, hurry, before the show begins. My friend, my friend, my friend, you ask it ain't in a hurry. This is the end. The end. The end.
First of all, I seen better rappers on Kit Kats. You the hoe, I'm the pimp. Come and get bitch slapped. I choke your ass out until your face turn blue. I played your demo for the cops, the 5-0 to arrest you. You lose damage screws, huh? The flow too smooth. I left me wagging seeds, it's dedicated to you. Congratulations. Hey man, let's throw you a party. Tie your ass up so passerbys can throw shit at your body. Your rhyme too sloppy. Your girl is calling me Poppy. It's the dick action. Let you fly any chick body. You wanna know the reason why your crew left at you on occasions? Because I got your girl pregnant. Told you, tricked you, and made you raise him. I'm blazing. Yo, fuck that kid. I'm kinda amazing. Your skills like burn food. People cover up and say that it's Cajun. I heard you got a lot on flyers. Just to pack the crowd by saying there be free food, liquor. Yes, the press my Mac the cow for crying out loud. You need skills like words need vowels. I got an idea. Try to steal somebody else's style. You remind me of my piss. You get flicked off my dick. I'll flush you when I finish. Your life, I will end it.
Holy whack shit. Damn, your flow is sorry. Did you practice? I'm hitting you with grenades, and firecrackers. What can ever convince an MC to flow so whack? Oh yeah, send back call from the 90s. He want his clothes back. Where your soul at? You so lack a track with good production. The DJ couldn't come with it if he cause fuck it, you're nothing. You wanna battle me? You better man up. Your band suck. Get adjusted to getting fucked with. This chapter, the leader of the ripping your ass movement. You acted, you spit it, and you knew your shit was sewage. You knew it, and thought we wasn't gonna hear it on the replay. Nigga, you couldn't cut it if you was rocking the freeway. I'm fucking jumping your head through the nostrils of your nose, then expand my own self till your fucking body explode. I'll rip your hands off and constantly make them slap you. Then slit a hole in your chest, turn you around and push it back through. I'm sick with it. Get explicit, nigga, come and get it. Your mouthwash is the same liquid I clean my dick with. I finish this shit hard like a Timberland kick. Don't try to front now, I see you trembling, bitch. Step right up, hurry, hurry, before the show begins. My friends, my friends, my friends, the asking ain't in a hurry. This is the end.
Feel the wrath of a rap crew that rip phonies. My niggas ride on track, y'all niggas ride ponies. Y'all niggas rapping in pink boots and pink shirts. So many fucked on this track, ayo, my dick hurts. I see your bitch in the back, ayo, she next on the list. I couldn't fuck up a track if I flow with a lisp. Why you shit face? Don't you know I eat you this hard? I see you dancing backstage in your girl leotard. Kiss the rings, bitch. I'm the king, you niggas surf. I can't feel your whack crew, your niggas is nerf. Another whack nigga to eat, I do it gladly. You didn't hear me in the room screaming, son, this is daddy. Whatever made you think you can shine with that whack shit? I seen your squad in the back, I know you niggas slap dick.
Step right up, hurry, hurry, before the show begins. My friends, my friends, my friends, that ask it ain't in a hurry. This is the end. The end, the end, the end.
This for the ladies, baby. Know you my lady, maybe. Just wanna kiss and flaunt you. Baby, I really want you. Mutual feelings, hope you want this dude to get close to. Touching and lip locking. Minus the cock blocking. Maybe some cock touching. Girl, I see you blushing. How about you me crushing? Give you a concussion. You know I play a lot. Did I mention you hot? Damn, you wifey tight. You never knife me right. You got me singing songs. All those panties are thongs. You fucking with a loser. LMC's a winner. Your man's a beginner. A fucking gizzard dinner. Back to your body's begging. Come on and jump me in. After I hit it twice, we could be friends again. So what's the verdict, love? I know I won this case. Your place or my place. I'm not the type to chase. Baby, you first place. Damn, you make me say.
Your name Lisa, right? Damn, you tight. I heard you just in town for the night. You so my type. What time's your flight? Why you ask? Because of your ass and of course your face. We can go back to my place and get a taste of my cooking. You so good looking, you must be taken. Looks like you Costa Rican and I'm Jamaican. You think I'm silly, but really, let's get a sippy at Wet Willie's or a lounge where we can chat about this and that. Casual dining and backseat grinding. No need to panic. I know you see the sirens. Looking for work? I do the hiring. I like the way you smile. Why don't you stay a while? And when I lay it down, I'm gonna make you say.
shit ain't been right for a while, but I promise to do whatever to make you smile. I know you tired of my ways, but I'm trying to do my best to get them ways up. What we gotta do to progress? To find a better woman, I'll be hard pressed. It's obvious I once was heartless, but this conquest is more complex than bomb sex. You complete me, I need you alongside me, never beneath me. And if I'm ignorant to your feelings, then teach me. Wrap me up in your love and never release me. Long as you keep me close by, I pray to the Most High. Through whatever storm we weather, our chemistry won't die. I do my best to supply whatever your heart desire. If love was arson, you be the match to spark the fire on. 2, 1, 2, 6 niggas. Check it. 6 niggas. Check it. 6 niggas. 1, 2, yo. Move with the wind, can't rap here, the mic's taken. I know cats who got more beef than God and Satan. My rap plaguing this whole entire nation. You go both ways like that black PlayStation. Direction you're facing, wear shades when I'm blazing. Lacing this track, sick niggas, we amazing. Ill flow, damn that name sound right. I got stitches on pussies, on the version night shit, nigga. That mean I got it locked tight. Coach, not player, ill rhyme sayer. Live a rap scene, I'm running full mayor. You sleep on the faction when nigga I'm round relaxing. Old school like John Paxson, hands stay smashing. Rebel car crashing that bring whip lashing. Kick your butt naked, let's make that the new fashion. Like gum and baseball cards, nigga. Now I'm
Yo, arrested development without the culture. I attack like a vulture. Tell whack MCs, Ramos notice. You know who you fucking with, crab ass. Your only way to retaliate is the rap ass. Who you fooling? I see you have some elocution lessons. A nigga chop the dope at using weapons. I blast mics with the precision of a one-eyed marksman. You wanna battle, son? Spark one. Spit the best shit. I promise you will blast far. In ciphers, I earn heart like NASCAR. The style is like 11:59 p.m. on Christmas Eve. When you get open, niggas leave. I bring more pain than Dirt Diggler with blue paws. I eat that ass and take a vacation in 2-4s. I leave your ass giddy like chicks in new malls. Hit up it if this style is basic and mine's the matrix. Nigga, face it, I got the style that you practice from. Coming at me, shooting blanks like an actor's gun. Nigga, rap and run, that's my suggestion. Everybody knew you was whack.
Who the fuck, son? Don't even know why you and the mic together. I know you used to being assed out in black leather. You and your whack crew, you should be practicing. Son, the dick is the only thing you mastering. You don't want it, son. My crew will eat you fast. You're stuttering, still in flow, like the sister says. I know you catch fruits, you probably bomb for cocks. It sound like your whole team is fighting writer's block. Get your team, son. Invest in the Ghost Rider. All you niggas spitting air out like blown tires.
12. Oh shit, my bad. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Faction fam together again. Yeah. Check it out. Ill flow. Chapter. LMC. Track M.
It's been a while since we spit on mics. If we not the one, then we the fucking prototype. It's been a while since we spit on mics. If we not the one, we the yo. Smashing tactics are graphic to average rappers. Vertebrae fracture, bone shatter to my laughter. Ha 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 ha, Chichi man wanna run with I and I. Don doggone Barty boy, you stop F.A.C.T.I.O.N die. I rip track to no shoes, boy, another victim. My last flow was a decoy. B-boys, MC sprayers, and all DJs. One will live this moment, real life have no replays at TiVo. I walk in room in slow-mo, leave goosebumps from my winter factory to your hoe. Breathe slow with a smooth in and out repetition. Pretend to listen, stop spinning friction in your writtens. Did I mention my flow so tight it causes friction, but come to relieve you from your everyday tension. My mission is let the war fill my existence. Let the sound take over your soul with no resistance.
In protest, I refuse to acknowledge what you think is hot. In my opinion, all y'all niggas is garbage, no perspective. Content about as dry as a desert. Weaker than niggas that try to crawl despite all their efforts to walk. You talked 1,000 moments in reference of 1,000 bogus components of life before you owned it or lived it. The style I choose to use is exquisite.
I'm Oz. Motherfuckers tend to listen to the wizard. This is chapter edition, an instructional spitting. Your promotional demo lacks vision and mic ripping. A nice whipping is the most of my prescription. Get the fuck out of the industry as fast as you slid in. Then I'll retire happily and just be Jason, sitting in some cushy office interviewing my replacement. Getting head from the bitch that used to work in the basement. Your mother, the bitch, wanna know where the taste went. Chapter mad, y'all niggas ain't fucking with that. Let's revisit. I'm going so to feel on you bitches. Cold than a motherfucker. Call the niggas in charge for all your local legislation for the districts. I'm eating motherfuckers, run your dishes. Niggas so soft, don't even have to chew, drink the liquid. Mix it with platinum rims and stripper bitches. Add liquor, I am that nigga.
I'm addicted to this mic like fiends to crack rock. A bust down chick in the hood to black cock. Them Jai Rastafarian cats to dreadlocks. A white boy in the suburbs to punk rock. In the booth, I beat tracks like Ike Turner. LMC my alias son, a Mike Burner. Dude, I'm dope like a warehouse of cocaine. You lost your flow and my style is like Rogaine. Give me a track, watch me blow like propane. Or your girl in the whip, giving slow brain. Oh, I'm so sane, the game's going psycho. I'm good news like saving car insurance with Geico. Rock like Michael, anyone pick one. Jordan, Jackson, faction, bring action. Who pack guns? Not you, son. I'm hot like the 4th of July, son, in Houston.
Lyrical chemists composing catastrophic flows. You spit bars and hooks, Trag spit rocks and blows. So my product is more potent than you're hoping. I ain't shoving pipe in your bitch mouth to the whore choking. I exhale fire till my fucking pores smoking. And drop lyrical bombs until the floor open. Who spit rhymes better than these? I'm so hot when I'm done, the booth will be 107 degrees. When I was younger, I got started peddling trees. Then I graduated to crack selling the fiends. My team consists of many intelligent G's. You the true definition of what irrelevant means. They try to duck and dodge us. I'm sick but not contagious, cause if I was, you rappers wouldn't be so fucking garbage. I bring ruckers and sting suckers. Trying to find a bitch in affection, like trying to find a clean clucker. It's triple S to the world blow. I smoke and take Henny to the head till I Earl Joe. Listen fam, you got it twisted fam. So be cool for you give me a reason to be the reason you end up missing fam. I be constructing shit most rappers couldn't even dream of fucking with. We blowing, you just sucking dick. From beginning to ending, I'm winning. You niggas feeling like villains when in reality y'all just feminine women. I ain't chillin' till I'm in a position to be bending and grinning. These niggas sweet like they got cinnamon in them. Spitting the venom until you overdose. You know the folks be holding toast, squeezing exposure ghosts. Take heed to a soldier's notes from the shy where they kill over respect and bleed over dope. I'm spectacular, best rapper since Pun did it. Either give me the crown or I'ma take it and run with a chip.